Do 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 do. Welcome to the podcast. Wee. And here we are back again. The next episode. So that episode was 46 or 47. We're around there.
Oh,
we're really close
number-wise?
to 50, Kelly.
Dang.
Really close to 50. So
Okay, some of these are the ones I've had for a really long time,
Did
and
you
I didn't
watch
get a
them?
chance to. No, some of them I didn't get to.
I'm gonna send them back with you if you didn't watch them.
These ones I watched.
But with that, welcome to the podcast.
I'm Kelly Stoll.
And I'm Matt Fonta. And before we talk about these, we were talking about Safe Haven. Now, have you read the book?
Nope.
Let me bring up the trailer real quick and see if I can call the plot to this thing. Also, I watched Paranorman.
Did you like it?
I did like it. I thought it was. I mean, it's not that graphic for a children's movie, but I thought it was more graphic than I was expecting it to be. Like the opening, it's got like the brains, and she steps in it.
Yeah.
And he like eats her and everything. I thought it was pretty good. Better than I thought it was going to be. You didn't watch that one?
No, I need to take
Did
that.
you watch
So I was
this?
just saying, I need to take that one back. I didn't watch that. It was long, and I didn't like it.
This movie you watched, opposed to other things.
But that was a while ago.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I watched this a long time
Okay.
ago.
You watched all those?
I watched this one. These are the other ones I didn't get to yet. But I do need to this one back. Because this one I need to watch.
No, take those ones.
Okay.
That's like the greatest movie ever. Same with that one. Actually, no. I'm going to keep this one.
Mike wanted to see this one, too.
So I'm going to get this on Blu-ray. Alright, so let's look at the Safe Haven trailer really quick. Hopefully there's nothing in it that'll prevent people from watching this on fucking mobile devices. Did you see that? The podcast I posted yesterday?
Oh, because of Greg's...
The Slipknot song?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll do commentary on here, so if you got anything to say, go for it. Alright, so...
I don't think so.
Looks like she's on the run. She kill somebody?
Huh?
Did she kill somebody?
Not telling.
That's what we're going to do here, though. We're going to give this away.
I don't want to give it away, though.
I'm not going to watch this movie. So did she kill
no,
somebody?
she doesn't kill somebody.
Alright, okay. She didn't kill anybody.
Definitely change your pace. From what? Somewhere. I don't really want to go.
Was that her with the dark hair?
Yep.
Okay. She's got like an ex-husband after her, right? Or something?
Her ex-husband... Her ex-husband is an alcoholic, and he beat her up, and she fought her way out and hurt him, and he got pissed off, and she ran away. She cut her hair, dyed it, and her husband's a cop.
Oh, shit.
And so he's trying to find her. But throughout the movie, you don't know, like, they don't tell you, like, they make you think that she did kill somebody and that she's run away, but they don't make you realize that her husband, the guy, the cop that's after her, is her husband.
Did you hear about his wife? She passed away
Interesting,
years ago.
because, does he beat him up or anything?
Maybe I overreacted.
Her husband shows up?
Canoeing.
Was he the guy that had the
Yeah.
photo? Yeah, no, this one didn't really grab my interest because it's like the other ones. What's the other movie that came out like last year?
With you.
Is it like Charlie something? No, I'm thinking of Charlie St. Cloud. That's not Nicholas Sparks.
Do you know this woman?
Katie.
Is that him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there she is.
Just tell me the truth.
It's everything that I was afraid of.
See, I saw this trailer before I watched How I Met Your Mother, so I wouldn't have.
If you're in some kind of trouble, we can fix it.
Yeah, there's a big twist. I mean, it's not. I wasn't expecting it.
That he was a cop.
No, at the end, I'm gonna get.
Well, see, that's kind of derivative of
Let you go.
this
There's no safer place
Stephen
for
King
you.
book.
Come here with me.
Kobe Smolder's character. You meet her, and she's this girl's neighbor, and she only
From where she ran away from.
yeah, and she only ever interacts with Julianne Moore's character.
Oh, Julianne Moore's in this movie.
And oh no, it's not. What's her name? The blonde chick. That's not her name.
Oh, okay.
She only interacts with her character And but you don't really realize it till the end. Where you're like, well, yeah, she never really interacted with anybody else. Turns out she's a ghost. And she's the guy she's fallen in love with, wife who died of cancer, and she's bringing them together. Does that make sense? Like, she's pushing her to go towards to go to him.
So let me ask you this then: what? So, when does she interact with her? When before
first
she
shows
runs
up.
away?
Just before when she shows up in the town where they're at, she meets her for the first time when she's walking to her house.
And does she talk to people and they're like, "You're crazy"? No, she doesn't. Like, where's that lady that I was talking to, or anything like that?
No, never. It's never brought up. Like, they never, like, so she never interacts with anybody else but her. But you don't really notice it till the end. Like, it doesn't, like.
So you go back and you're like, oh.
So at the end, it shows you, like, she gets a letter from the dead wife, basically, and it says, I'm blah blah blah, and I need you to take care of him, and all that stuff. And she realizes this whole time that she's basically been talking to herself, or she's like been imagining.
Did you call bullshit at the end of the movie?
No, I was surprised. I was like, what? I was like, no way.
The cop bit, though, is in the Stephen King book. That's pretty awesome. They never made it into a movie. It sucks because there's all these middle ground Stephen King books that are probably never ever going to get made into a movie. Mm-hmm. Because when he was first starting to get popular, when a book came out, they made it into a movie. And that's what they're doing now when a book comes out.
Yeah.
But there's all these middle, 90s movies
that he didn't...
That no one's ever going to make into a movie, probably because at the time they weren't making those kinds of movies. Which sucks because Rose Matter is really good. It's about a woman who's married to this cop who, is abusive. Mm-hmm. And she runs away to a home. And then at some point she goes into a painting. I mean, that's kind of like a cliche thing to do. Probably why they never made it into a movie, because at that time it was like What Dreams May Come. Did you ever see that with Ron Williams? Then he go into a painting. Yeah. Because his wife painted
it, yeah.
And so the cop comes after her, and he goes into the painting, and he puts on this bull head, and he kind of turns into it. I mean, it's really good, but it's probably the least known Stephen King book.
Yeah.
And then all these other ones that he wrote, he's got a lot of these feminine, slanted towards the female audience books that are really, really good, where it's a female protagonist. That, do you ever see Dolores Claiborne? Mm-mm. It's not a horror Stephen King, but it's about a woman who's got an abusive husband who's a drunk, and she finally gets fed up with it and she kills him, and the town looks the other way about it because of who he was.
Yeah.
And that's really good. That's I've got that movie too. Did you ever see Misery?
I did see Misery. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not a female protagonist, but Kathy Bates plays Dolores Claiborne in that movie, so it's the opposite of who she was in Misery.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so Safe Haven, Rose Matter, same movie, without a painting.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to watch Safe Haven.
No, it was a good movie. It was just, it's not on Netflix, so I watched it. Yeah. And, but yeah, I did like the twist at the end, oh my god, Kobe Smulders, okay. Because I was wondering, she's not a very big part in this movie. Because she only shows up a few times. And at the end, there's a voiceover, and I was like, why does that sound oh my god, this whole time it's been, It's okay, I get it now.
Alright, so these you watched. Mm-hmm. What do you got here? Terminator 2?
Yeah.
Did you watch this?
I did watch it.
It's funny, because this is actually on Netflix. What did you think of it?
I like the
greatest sci-fi movie ever made?
I like the first one better.
Really?
Yeah.
This movie made me
It's just
money.
kind of a classic. Yeah, but I don't know,
The first one's grittier. That's what I love about the first one. It's this gritty, really independent looking movie.
Yeah.
But this one's a huge action movie.
I still need to see, is it Terminator Salvation?
Well, there's 3 and Salvation's 4.
Okay, Salvation's the one.
Have you seen 3?
No, I haven't.
Well, you might as well watch that one. It's better than 4.
Well, I want to see it because Christian Bale's in it. But
Big whoop.
Big whoop.
Big whoop.
Whatever.
I mean, because the movie's not that good.
You didn't like it?
It's not that... Not just me didn't like it. General idea of that movie is that it wasn't very good.
Really? Everybody I've talked to said they really liked it. So.
Who did?
So everybody I've talked to said that they really liked it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you don't care about character development and a good script, sure, you'll like that movie.
Okay. All right. Tell me how you really feel, Matt.
No, it's genius casting for Christian Bale to be playing John Connors. It's not such a good idea to cast Sam Worthington into anything. He's not that great of an actor. Not trying to get any karma thrown back on me. You know, I'm not that great of an actor either. But like, Sam Worthington didn't do that great of a job in the movie, and like, there are just parts that are just like poorly written. What's her face? Bryce Dallas Howard. Her character is essentially no reason for her to really be there.
Okay.
Like, they didn't really have to cast a name actress
Mm-hmm.
for that role, and it's just, I don't know. It kind of is like, it flatlines. It doesn't, like, there's no real build up. You know, at least it's not made the way to where it builds up. It's just, you're just kind of watching it and things are just happening, and then
Okay.
the movie ends.
Yeah.
So maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't, but it honestly, like, maybe if there hadn't have been a Terminator 1 or 2, that movie might be good.
Those says like, just because you really like the other ones more. And
It's not that I really liked the other ones. The other ones are really good movies. So if the first 2 sucked dick, 4 might have been good.
Okay.
Which is a real problem with making sequels. Is that they...
Hold on one sec. Sorry.
Not a problem.
Hello? Hi. I think you said $8.99. Oh, sweet. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Okay. 422. All right. Okay. Would it be easier to do it online, or should we come in and do it? Yeah, we can do it today. Yeah. Okay. Nope, that's perfectly fine. 13 month is great. I know, I'm excited. Especially when you tell me that it's lower now, too. Like, how can you beat that? Okay. 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 All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. Bye. Sweet.
Do you want me to take that out of the podcast?
Oh, it doesn't matter to me.
An interesting little side note.
They lowered the price of our apartment that we want to move into.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's always fun to hear that.
So I get to go home and apply for it. Well, I got to go home and basically put like our application in and then a deposit down for holding it for us, since it's not for a while.
And
but-
then it goes towards, right?
yeah, and then it goes towards the deposit.
I've yet to know anybody say that there isn't one of those. That would suck if you put money down to hold something and then it doesn't go
The only
towards
thing
anything.
the only thing that doesn't go towards anything is the application fee, because they have to do a background
Yeah,
on
that
you, and
makes
it's $40
sense.
each, so it's like $80. But the actual, I think the holding fee is like $150, but that goes towards the $300 deposit later.
What apartments?
Manzanita Apartments.
Man, Sanita? I don't know. Like that?
No, there's an I.
Manzanita?
There you go. There you go.
Because when I moved in here, there was an application fee. Do they have a
You know that.
fuck, that's not it. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Manzanita, just including results.
This says Oregon on it.
No, go to,
Just click on that.
yeah, click on that and then put Reno on top.
Do they have a website?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where is it? Right there.
This one?
Mancini Gate Apartment Homes.
This one. They might have a coupon to waive the fee. I don't see one though. Contact reply, residence, amenities. Yeah,
coupon?
no.
What are you
Well,
talking
like when I moved in here,
Yeah.
the website for here, they had a coupon to waive the application fee.
Oh, interesting. She didn't say anything about that to me though, so
I don't see it
I'm
here.
assuming that it's not.
Yeah, I mean sometimes places do, sometimes they don't. Yeah, that's just that. Brochure, photos. Nope, sorry, Kelly.
That's alright.
Don't want the brochure. Alright, so what were we talking about? Stuff? Terminator. Moving on from Terminator.
Moving on from Terminator.
You watched all of these?
Yeah.
Alright, let's start with the oldest movie. We talked about The Blob. The oldest movie here would be The Exorcist. 1973. What'd you think?
God, this movie just creeps me out. Creeps me out.
Linda Blair was at the Mile High Horror Film Festival a couple weeks ago.
Like I said, I just don't like. Which is weird because it doesn't really bug me in Supernatural because there's a lot of possession in that movie, but it's not as creepy. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with being like possessing a child, possessing something innocent, and it just fucking creeps you out. Like I don't something taking over my body and making me do things I'm not like. I don't feel like myself.
So it was a scary
freaks
movie.
me out.
Then.
Like it, yeah. Like this kind of stuff. It truly like deep down in my bones like creeps me out. Like it's very I'm fearful about it. Like stuff I have like nightmares about.
All right, let me ask you this: are you able to take yourself out of the horror aspects of it and look at it as a movie? So was it a good movie, or was it too scary for you to kind of judge the movie itself as a like? Would you call it a classic? Like
Oh yeah, I
everyone else
call it a
does?
classic.
Definitely?
Yeah, definitely.
How do you feel about the spider walk down the stairs?
And her vomiting and shit.
Doesn't she like
Her,
drool
like-
blood out of her mouth?
Yeah, and her like head's backwards and like yeah. No, I do think I think it was well made. I don't think it would scare me as much if it wasn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah. People were throwing up when that movie came out
Yeah.
in the theaters and stuff. I you know what, like I like the scene where I love I my head just goes to a million places. I want to say one thing and then I think of another
Yeah.
thing. I love the Father Karras,
Yeah.
the main guy. He's a playwright, actually. I love his character. He's like before all the shit hits the fan, and he's like talking to the detective, and they're joking around. He's like, you want to go see Othello with me? Who's in it? Groucho Marx as Othello, Debbie Reynolds as Desdemona. He's like, oh, I've already seen it.
Yeah.
The little back and forth between them with that joke. I love that. And I also love where he's at the university and they're making the film, and you see her talking to the director and they're joking around, the audiences are laughing and everyone's having fun and they're just making a movie. I mean, that's like a subplot in the movie is she's an actress and she's making a movie.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's just like oh yeah, I guess, it's about demon possession and everything. There are things in these movies that people kind of tend to forget about if you talk to them about it.
Yeah.
So that's that one, and then we move on to, this is yours actually,
Oh, that's right.
Poltergeist.
I'm not a huge horror film person, but if I were to watch it, Poltergeist is one of them. It's one of my favorites.
It's like a perfect horror movie, I think.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. And it reminds me of, first time I watched it was with my parents. It reminds me of that first day when
And
I
that was
watched it.
directed by Tobe Hooper. Actually, give me that back. We're not talking about Poltergeist yet. What am I thinking? Texas Chainsaw Massacre, directed by Tobe Hooper. Go ahead. 1973. I guess or 74 is when it came out. It came out the year after The Exorcist.
So it actually kind of made me laugh a little bit.
Was this the first time you'd seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're watching it, and it
I think
looks
it was
like
kind of corny.
it's definitely corny, and
Yeah.
that's the part of the aspect. So you look at these actors; they don't seem like real actors. They
Yeah,
don't act.
exactly.
So it gives it that kind of documentary feel to it.
Yeah,
it
it
almost
does.
looks real.
Yeah. But it was a little corny for
and
me.
it's
Like I was kind of
gritty.
like giggling deep down. Some parts, and some parts are really gore. I mean, it was really gory and.
No, it's funny because they tried. There's very little blood in that movie because they tried to go for a PG-13 rating.
Really? Oh, interesting.
Like because he's got the dude on the table and he's got the chainsaw and he's cutting into him. There's no blood in that scene.
Yeah.
But there are definitely hints. So the girl, she's got like an open back shirt, and then he picks her up and puts her on the hook. Yeah. That's one of those subconscious things.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been as bad if they didn't show you that her back was
open. Yeah. Oh yeah.
What'd you think of the character?
Oh, you mean the bad guy?
Yeah, Leatherface.
I don't know. He's not to me. Maybe it's because that kind of stuff doesn't freak me out. But he wasn't the typical scary.
Like he wasn't too scary for you.
Yeah.
Like
what he does is scary, but like him, like look wise, it wasn't so. But like I said, that kind of stuff doesn't really freak me out.
Okay. So let's grab these. So here you've got an action figure of Leatherface, Freddy Krueger. I don't have a Jason, unfortunately.
He's actually freaky looking.
And Michael Myers.
And then this is so simple, but fucking creepy too.
So like, you're in an alleyway. Which of these three would you rather run into?
Would I rather run into?
Yeah, which of these three would you feel that you wouldn't want to run into the most?
I don't know. That'd all freak me out if I was in the alleyway. Anybody walking in an alleyway freaks me out.
What would be scarier to you? A guy with a claw, a guy with a knife, or a guy with a chainsaw?
It would startle me if there was a chainsaw. Yeah. That would freak me out a little bit.
Well, I mean, just look at the three of these. So, Michael Myers, jumpsuit, mask, knife. Freddy Krueger, he doesn't have a mask, but his face is all burned up. Mm-hmm. And then Leatherface, he's got an apron. There's blood all over it. He's got a chainsaw, and he's got a mask that's made out of human flesh. Which of those is like the most violent, scariest, worst to you?
Well, if you compare it to them, then he's
Leatherface
the one. Yeah.
But you found him to be like the most comical?
Yeah.
Or the least...
comical is the right word.
The least intimidating? That's another good word to use.
Intimidating, yeah.
Least intimidating. So, like... For me, he's always been the scariest. Jason's always been, like... my favorite, and then I felt that like Michael Myers, like Halloween, is like another perfect movie for me.
Yeah, but his is so simple but creepy though because
super
it's
simple.
so simple.
He doesn't talk. He's like
no expression on the face. It's just I don't know.
He's like the Frankenstein monster.
Yeah.
He is in my Horror Hound magazine. One of the issues I have compare the classic movie monsters with these modern day ones. So they compare Dracula to Freddy Krueger. The Mummy was compared to Michael Myers. Mm-hmm. Frankenstein was compared to Jason, and then the Wolfman was compared to Leatherface.
Oh, okay.
So those were their modern takes, and there's a little write-up about it too. So you laughed at parts of this. Like, what did you laugh at? What did you find silly?
The actors and their dramatic scenes I thought were funny. Like when they're like, no, just like their reactions to stuff was. It's just kind of funny.
No, and it's interesting because Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 is almost like a black comedy.
Okay.
It's got Dennis Hopper in it. It's got, Tom Savini does the makeup. It's got bigger names.
But like you said, this is kind of one of the things it's known for. I knew beforehand watching this that it was corny, like that kind of stuff, But a lot of, like, because this came out in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
A lot of 70s movies like that.
Do you know who John Larroquette is? Mm-mm. No, okay, never mind then. He's a comedian, but he did the monologue. He did the opening introduction for this. Mm. Yeah, you do. You know who John Larroquette is.
I don't know.
Blind Date. He's the ex-husband.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know his name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He did the opening for this movie.
Oh, interesting.
And he's like a comedian. I don't think he was very big when this came out.
When they came out. Gotcha.
Let's see. Like, you didn't find, like, the whole aspect that, like, they're cannibals and like, he's cutting up faces and making masks out of them. And then, like, at the end, he's got, like, his female mask on. So he's kind of changing his personality.
A little bit, yeah.
What about the aspect that's based on a true story?
It's based on a true story?
Well, that's what it says at the beginning.
Did I miss that part?
doesn't say it on the back here, but it is based on a true story, Kelly.
Creepy.
It's based on the same true story that Silence of the Lambs and Psycho are both based on. So out of the 3 of those movies,
Yeah.
Psycho is closest to the actual true story. The true story is this guy, Ed Gein, in Wisconsin in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
He like killed a couple of women, I think. At least one, and
Yeah.
then he would make like a flesh suit. So have you watched Silence of the Lambs yet?
No, I'm saving those. I haven't watched any of them yet.
So in that movie, he puts on a flesh suit,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's a real thing that someone did, and also he took his mom. And you haven't seen Psycho. He took his mom. He dug his mom up after
I
they
think
buried
Psycho's
her.
still at my house. I haven't watched that one yet.
I didn't give you Psycho. Greg's
You
got
sure?
it.
Oh, okay.
Greg's got Psycho.
What am I thinking of? I don't know. Go ahead.
Silence of the Lambs. Because you made that mistake before.
Maybe.
And he kept his mom. And there's this famous picture of a woman that he had hanging upside down, and her head's cut off. And he strung her up like he string up a pig, and, and let the blood.
Drain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want to see that?
No.
Okay. But that's the true story. They caught him eventually. He wasn't like a serial killer, but he was a wacko that he killed at least 1 or 2 women. I
Yeah.
think 3 is when someone becomes officially a serial killer.
Yeah.
But that's the true story. So like in the commentary, he says like a family of that guy is kind of what he was going for.
Gotcha.
I should get you the sequels. Let me show you the 4th sequel real quick.
The 4th?
The 4th sequel. Or the 3rd sequel.
Oh my goodness, the 4th?
The 3rd sequel, but the 4th movie.
Okay.
Let's see if this blows your mind a little bit.
Is that Matthew McConaughey? And Renee's oh my goodness, really?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation.
What year did this come out?
97?
That was the year. Did you know that Matthew McConaughey was the first pick to play Jack in Titanic?
Okay.
And he couldn't do it, so they had Leo do
Was it
it.
because of this movie?
I don't know, but same year.
Well, this came out in 97, Titanic came out in 97.
But this was probably filmed in 96,
So yeah,
right?
yeah, so for both those movies,
Yeah.
probably filmed in 96.
Yeah.
But right when they started becoming big, right before this movie came out, so their publicists, their managers, they were like, you can't put that in
Don't do
theaters.
this.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
Let's just take that off the market and kind of hustle, like hush it up and put it out
And
on
then
video.
put out later when they're famous.
I was waiting for that movie for the longest time when I was a kid, and then suddenly it was on HBO like years later, and I saw it for the first time. Because he's the bad guy in that movie. He's kind of like the hitchhiker role.
Okay.
But really, this movie kind of stands on its own. It's not really the 4th one, because it has nothing to do with the previous ones. So the best you're going to get is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1 and 2. 3 stands on its own. 4 stands on its own. And then the remake and the prequel to that go together. And then there's the one that they just put out, and that's on its own too. But they try and... The one they just put out, they made as a direct sequel to the first one, ignoring the sequel that this already has.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's a fucked up, twisted fucking thing. But,
Alright.
And Viggo Mortensen's in number 3, playing like the same part as
What?
Matthew McConaughey plays in this.
Interesting.
So as the movies go along, it becomes more and more about the family than it does about Leatherface.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I could talk all day about
That was
Texas
so
because
funny.
I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Alright, so Poltergeist, directed by the same guy that directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's debated whether or not Spielberg actually directed this.
It's just he produced it, didn't he?
He produced it, he wrote the screenplay, but contractually he was obligated he was not able to make another movie while he was making E.T.
Oh, so maybe he did some of it. Like did he help direct some of it? Just didn't get the
He
credit
did everything.
for
He did everything up until the point of directing, and then it's debated on whether or not he actually directed it.
Yeah.
So who knows? I would like to think Tobe Hooper did it, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre doesn't look anything like this,
Okay.
and nothing else that Tobe Hooper did looks anything like this movie.
I could see how it could. You know,
Because this movie is.
I can
like,
see that.
perfect.
I mean, because I'm pretty.
This is yours.
Steven Spielberg is one of those guys. I mean, especially with me, I'm really the fan. Like, but you can definitely tell when he's directed certain movies, and I can. There's aspects to this movie where it's like, okay, I could see how he could have done that.
I mean, it is. It's very slick. It's everything in there is perfect. There's nothing
Yeah.
like
The way he has his, where the cameras are at and it's filmed, it's similar to his usual stuff.
And that one's a scary movie too. That one's pretty scary.
Yeah.
We watched that one late at night one time, and it kind of stuck with us going to sleep.
Yeah.
I just watched that because I just bought it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's one of those times where like,
I was watching that before I went out late at night and filmed all that stuff for the Raven video that I
okay.
made.
Yeah, well, it's like as a kid, I remember like never wanting to fall asleep with my TV.
They're here.
Yeah, like turn the TV off.
But nothing even comes out of the TV.
No, it doesn't.
But she's
it's-
kind of
but
in
the
it, 'cause
creepiness
she's
of
like,
it. It's a setup, though.
It is. They set up that TV
Yeah.
because she's looking at it.
Yeah,
And it's got the
it's
snow.
the first step to everything else going. Shit hitting the fan.
What about where that fucking creature comes out of the bedroom and it's like this white fucking spider looking creature? It's fucked up.
Yeah, or the clown.
The
Toy
clown.
and the tree in the window, and which is funny because there's a lot of movies that do a reference to that.
The
What was I
tree
watching
thing.
the other day?
Scary movie too.
No,
Was it one of these?
no. I'm thinking it's Family Guy
Probably.
or no, it was Supernatural. Supernatural did it. That's what I'm
Oh,
thinking
did
of.
they?
Yeah, I
The
don't.
tree thing?
You'll get to it.
Eventually, one day.
I think it's in season 2. But yeah, they do something similar to
Okay.
that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
There's one that I was looking at. We're working on this.
Okay.
Don't go
I'll
off
go
topic.
back. Okay.
All right, Alien, and you've seen this before.
Yeah.
But Mike was saying that he couldn't get you to watch this movie or something.
What?
Never mind.
Oh, he couldn't get me to go to the theaters to see it because it came out
Oh,
in theaters like what
I
last
think
year or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you like this one? This is also another like perfect movie.
That's what, but like these are the ones that we're going through right now. I've seen before, so it was just kind of.
This is
Going
Job. Did you
over
watch
it
the
again and-
director's cut of this?
Mm-mm.
You didn't watch the 2003 director's cut?
Mm-mm.
Why the fuck not?
I don't know. I didn't know it was on there,
If you've seen it before, why not watch the version you haven't seen? What's wrong with you, Kelly?
but it's a classic one.
Because in the director's cut, they bring back Tom Skerritt's part, and he's like hung up on the wall and he's talking to her.
Yeah.
That's in the director's cut.
And again, this one of those things that's
Jaws
one
in
of those things
space.
that creeps me out. Where like it. There's something about somebody taking over my own body. Like this is my bubble. I don't like people. I don't like things coming into it. So planting eggs and shit in somebody's like stomach and fucking
It's got the face hugger.
ugh, creeps me out. I don't like it. Freaks
And then
me
it
out. One of the
wraps
reasons I
its
don't
tail
like
around
the
its
thing.
neck.
Also, do you see a pattern? Like this is exorcism movies and alien. Like I'm not alien movies don't really bug me, but they bug me when they do shit like that.
Okay, see, you know what? I was thinking about this. I realized, I think I had this conversation with Melissa before. Maybe with you on a podcast. But I was watching, because that's why I was so hesitant on watching The Thing the first time. It's like, okay, I love the classic, the first one, the original.
Yeah.
And this one had been out, obviously, since before I was born. And I was like, I don't really want to watch it because it's not like a cool, giant Frankenstein monster thing. It's
Yeah.
like a thing. It's a thing
Yeah.
that takes over other people and no one knows what's going on. And so this is when I was younger, and I was like, I don't want to watch it because of that, because I always hate like episodes of cartoons where that happens.
Yeah.
And now I know what it is and what the difference is, because there was a Supernatural episode where it was like a creature that took over and started and would look like these people that it took over.
Shapeshifters.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and it looked like
Do you like that when he takes it and it like slides off of his like he goes to grab it and like the goo like the skin slides off of it. Oh man, that's gross. Or it's like you walk around and it's all melted on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's how they changed into
Yeah,
the
he
next
sheds.
person.
That whole scene where it's Jensen Ackles like tearing himself apart and trying to change and
I might have missed that.
okay. Well that is in that it's in that
I
episode.
know.
Okay.
I think that was the episode that I fell asleep for.
Okay.
I took
Go
a
back
nap
and
during-
rewatch it because that part's really cool where he's like
I caught it
shedding
where
his
he
skin.
shed to the girl.
And that's the part where the skin comes flying off.
I might have just
arm,
caught
when
the
he
end
grabs
of it.
her
I
and it's
remember
like
I remember the arm thing.
yeah.
But I don't remember him looking like Jensen Ackles and pulling
Oh
shit
really?
off. Yeah.
Yeah. Go rewatch it.
But
It's
that
a
episode,
plot point because there's something in the end you need to see.
that episode reminded me why I don't like things like that. Is because in The Thing, they know to not trust anybody.
Yeah.
But in shit like that, he'll be walking around to somebody and like he'll be saying shit to people or doing shit.
Yeah.
And not just in this, but like on other TV shows.
Yeah.
But they don't know that that's not him. And
Yeah.
like there's in Smallville that happens. There's this really fucked up episode of Smallville
Yeah.
that's just like that. You know, that's what I don't like in TV shows and shit is because there's someone walking around as somebody else, fucking up their life.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And that just makes me anxious because it's like, that's not them!
Yeah.
What are you doing?
But like, you know, the shapeshifters and that, they
Test them!
they get your memories and stuff too. Like,
Is that what happened in
So
that
that they're
episode, or
able-
did they come back?
huh?
Did they come back?
Shapeshifters are throughout the seasons.
Okay.
It's not the same one, but there's different ones.
Okay.
But the thing is, like,
Hey,
on top, so it's cool because it's one thing to look like somebody, but you have to be able to move like them, think like them, talk like them, or else it gives it away that you're not that person.
When you say move like them,
Yeah.
like what, breakdance?
No, I mean like their mannerisms are like how they walk, how they grab something, like that is
They're
so
like,
personal
hey,
to a person.
you're a righty.
But like when they make sure, like in the TV show, that you make sure you know that they get some of that stuff from you, so that they're not so obvious when they're.
Well,
somebody
it's
else.
always something like, what are you doing? You hate doing that. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And that's
yeah.
that's what gives it away. Yeah.
Well,
So
you're acting
these
strange
things are
today.
like, yeah, the shapeshifters are so good because they get it down. Like they know exactly what they would say, and like there's only one thing that usually slips them up. You know.
Well, the fact that they're like halfway through it, they're like, okay, they're gonna look just like you, so can't trust anybody that looks like you.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, so that was Alien. What'd you think of the scene? Like, obviously you've seen it, but like where it comes bursting through his chest at the dinner scene, is they're just eating dinner all of a sudden and
And it
fucking,
just. Yeah.
and then it fucking books it out of there like a motherfucker, dude.
What? There's a movie that it reminds me of. There's a parody. It makes fun of that, and it starts like dancing and singing on the.
On the
What
Ritz.
is it? Is it Spaceballs that I'm thinking of?
It
or
might
is
be
it
Spaceballs.
because they actually get the actual actor from that movie and
John
he's
Hurt?
in it, and
Well, let's just look it up. They'll say what it is.
he has a top hat on, he has a cane, and he's like, "Hello, my baby, hello, my honey." And he starts dancing on like the.
Well, you know that's the same actor that's playing that doctor in your
I
David the
know.
Doctor.
Yeah,
I love John Hurt. John Hurt also played the Elephant Man.
He's the third. He's the third Doctor.
Like he's playing the third Doctor?
No, he was.
No.
Yeah,
No.
John Hurt. Yes, he was. He was.
No.
He was in. He's an older Doctor.
No.
Yes.
John Hurt did not play the
Yes,
Doctor
he
until now.
Did no, he didn't.
Look, John Hurt Spaceballs. So
Okay,
it's gotta
that's
be
what I
this.
was. That's the one I'm thinking of. Okay.
And then we're gonna look up that fucking thing.
Okay, I'm telling you, I'm right.
You're full of
I'm not full of shit.
Do you want to see this movie?
Eh.
I don't even know what it is.
He looks goofy with white hair.
Is that Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that movie until just now.
I'll see comes at work.
I haven't been to the movies in so long. I haven't seen any trailers. It's fucking. I was not a big fan of this movie.
You like Space?
I only just watched it for the first
Okay,
time.
I was like, how do you not like Spaceballs?
Then Harry began feeling around on all the trees. And he said, I got it. We on Pluto. And Mr. Harry, how can you tell? He said, from the bark, you dummies.
This is supposed to be everybody. That's supposed to be Tom Skerritt. It's supposed to be Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, the guy did to me. Hey, what's wrong with this guy? I don't know.
This movie's awesome. I fucking love Mel Brooks.
Waitress! What did he order?
Oh, he had a special.
That's what I ordered. Change my order to the soup. Oh no, not again.
That's pretty fucked
Keep
up.
watching.
Though.
See, that's what it reminds me of.
So it's ruined for you now.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I only just watched this movie during the summer. And I wasn't too impressed. And I loved, like, Young Frankenstein. I love Blazing Saddles.
Have you seen The Producers?
The original one?
No.
The
new
original one. The
I don't
original
like
one.
the original one.
I like the original
No.
one. New one's okay.
It's boring compared to the new one.
Oh, God. The original one's not a musical.
I know, but it's exactly, and it's fucking boring. It's long.
It's not super funny, but whatever. All right, let's see if he ever played the Doctor before recently. All right, so here is the Doctor and Day of the Doctor and the
Go
name
down.
of the Doctor.
Go down.
That's what she said.
Keep going.
Okay, I'll go all the way down to the bottom. All right, so looking for Doctor Who. Can you see okay?
Yes, I can see. Keep going.
We're up to the 70s.
Where is it?
There's Calling a Coffin, Crime and Punishment.
What the fuck? I'm like, come on. I was almost positive that he was in it.
Nope. Because I was looking
Who
this...
am I getting him mixed up with then?
I was looking this up on Wikipedia, and it said that he's playing an as-of-yet unknown Doctor. Since the show's not out yet, you won't know.
But that's not the new Doctor, though. That's not the one that's going to be in the next season.
Oh, well, John Hurt... I bet you anything John Hurt's playing a future Doctor. John Pertwee.
That's who I probably got to mix up with, because he looks kind of like him.
John Hurt is a famous actor, Kelly, that has been in a million things. How can you mix him up with anybody?
You know what I think when I think of John Hurt? I think of
Alien?
Harry Potter. That's it.
Because he plays...
Ollivander.
Yes, he plays Ollivander, the wand shop.
And then that horrible fucking fourth Indiana Jones movie.
Is he in that?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's he playing that?
He's the weirdo doctor that, like, goes crazy.
Interesting. I love John Hurt, Kelly.
Oh, I like him too.
He's amazing. He's an amazing actor. And we're going to go over his body of work as soon as we're done with this. Alright, so, Alien, out of the way. Friday the 13th, Part 1.
Oh, you know what? He's probably playing that doctor
You think so?
in this new season that's coming up, because that guy's dead now. It's probably that same character.
Well,
Because he looks like the guy.
he died in 96. I don't think it looks like him.
We'll go look really quick. See if that's the character he's supposed to be playing. If that's what doctor? That's the third doctor?
The third Doctor.
Okay. That's
Well-
just probably how I got it all mixed up.
On the Wikipedia, it says that John Hurt's playing an
previous Doctor.
unknown Doctor.
An
It didn't
unknown?
say previous Doctor. I'll bring it up. The Day of the Doctor. I'm actually interested in this because of John Hurt. So,
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
well, let's see right here. John Hurt as a forgotten past incarnation of the Doctor who was seen briefly at the end of the 7th series finale. The name of the Doctor. Costume designer Howard Burden said that Hurt's character is a dark Doctor existing between the Doctor's 8th and 9th incarnations. However, the BBC have not further confirmed this.
Okay. So that's between when they ended it in the 80s and started up again in the 2000s.
Well, if it existed between 8 and 9, isn't 8? Who's 8?
8 is that guy. And
Oh.
then the 9th is Christopher.
Okay. Eccleston.
Yeah.
The
But
best
that's
Doctor.
that big old gap they had. No, he is not the best doctor. David
2000
Tennant is the best doctor.
2005,
No,
and,
he was in one season. One season. David Tennant did 3 instead of Matt Smith.
And this was in, it says 96, so like 9 years? David Tennant only did 1 season?
He did 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's too much. You only need 1 season to be a doctor.
It's not true.
Just fucking with you.
You know the whole reason that David Tennant started acting was because his favorite show as a kid was Doctor Who, and that's the only character he's ever wanted to play his entire life.
Well, why didn't he
And
keep
he even
playing
married, and he even because he had to do a movie.
What
and
movie?
he
Harry
even
Potter?
No, something else.
Fright Night?
No, I can't remember what it was. Anyway, and he even married. His wife is the daughter of one of the old Doctor Who's.
Let's see, who is he married to? Georgia Moffat. Who is the
Daughter of.
one? Her? Sandra Dickinson?
No, the father.
The father, okay. Sorry, Kelly.
God.
Peter Davison. He was the 5th incarnation
Yep.
of the Doctor in Doctor Who. 5th incarnation. That's weird. That's real weird.
It's totally
Who's the
70s.
doctor that has like the red hat with the tassel?
Oh, you mean the Fez?
Is that what it's
Is that
called?
what you're talking about? That's Matt Smith.
Okay.
That's the most recent one.
I never see like any promotional material with him wearing that.
Because he only wears it in one episode. And they throw it away. Because he tries wearing it. He's like, fezzes are cool. And then the lead character in that's like, fuck the fez, basically. No, you're not wearing that. It's ugly. So it's a joke. That's...
This year, he's been the longest Doctor. Tom Baker. 172 episodes. 7 series.
David Tennant's done
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So he was in it from
74 to 81. How long? Well,
Now I've read that he's been it the longest
okay.
because he was in this Frankenstein movie I just watched, and I was just looking him up, and they said, oh, he was the longest
Yeah, and each Doctor has call it different looks on them.
because they die and come back, but it's the same person. They just look
regenerate.
different. They regenerate and look like someone different, just like James Bond.
Basically, yeah. Just that they don't have the same memories, though.
All right, so Friday the 13th. Is that you?
No, I don't know what that noise was.
It sounded like you hit something. Hopefully it's not a ghost. It's kind of quiet in here. Are there any ghosts in here? Show yourself!
This was creepy only because, which I like about a lot of these older movies compared to like nowadays. I just like the makeup artists and the puppeteering and all that stuff. Like it's not special
Tom
effects.
Savini did the special effects on this movie.
Yeah, and I like that. I like the old, which is funny because my sister's boyfriend, Jordan, had never seen the thing before. And my sister showed it to her and showed it to him. And he didn't like it. He
That
thought
was a
it
Freudian slip, Kelly.
He thought it was creepy and not creepy. He thought it was corny. That's the word I was looking for. And that like it wasn't scary at all. It's all because of the puppets and all like the actual the makeup and all that stuff. Like it wasn't real to me. I was like, that's what makes it so freaking creepy. That's like those are the kind of movies that freak me out. Like I mean, not gonna lie, there is movies nowadays that have a lot of special effects in them like that do creep me out too. But there's something about it. The material and it being right there in front of you, and actually it has the texture, it has the look, you know,
opposed to looking at a computer generated image.
Flat. Yeah, exactly. There's a huge difference, which is, I'm not trying to go off topic, which is one of the reasons why I hated the 4th Indiana Jones so much compared to the other 3, is because I like it like when you split, like there's a balance of that kind of special effects, and then there's like actual animatronic, there's robots, there's the puppets, the makeup, like in Indiana Jones, when they have a moving wall, they actually built a fucking moving wall, and like nowadays it's like we'll throw it on the computer and make it move that way, and it loses its realism.
Yeah. It takes you out of the movie.
It does, yeah, especially when you're so used to it being one way like that. Like Indiana Jones was so classic the way that it was like that. So when the 4th came around and there was just they threw in all this crap that just wasn't necessary, and like it didn't look good. It didn't have that same magic.
They aren't all the ants
feeling
like CGI. Isn't that one of those scenes?
Yeah, and like the gophers and them fighting on top of the fucking truck in the middle of a jungle on the edge of a cliff. Like, come on. Like, it just kind of pisses me off so much. But
what if it looked real? Would you like that movie anymore?
If they would have done that on an actual truck, not on a green screen,
just
clip? Like they did in the first one, where he's climbing on the truck and he's being dragged on the back of a truck. That was actually Harrison Ford being dragged on the back of a truck and him climbing on the front. Like it looks real. I mean, would you really probably live through something like that? No, probably most likely not. But it was still it still was that much more believable because they actually did it. In a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's practical.
And that's why these movies freak me out. Because they have it. It's there. It looks real.
Which is probably why you don't like
and which is why I was so blown away by Jordan. Like, my sister's boyfriend was like...
Did you punch him?
What? But he's a kid. I mean, he's only 18. Like, he just, like, he's used to.
So when
he's
you watched
not
this
used
again,
to these.
you watched it together as a group? Or?
No, I just had this conversation later. Like, I'd watched it, and then this was brought up, like, the next weekend or something like that. So...
Should have punched him.
Everybody has their own opinion, and he was raised on something different. He just wasn't. That's not something he
How
was.
old is he?
18.
That's the problem right there.
So
18, so he would have been born in like what, 95?
yeah, 94.
Is that how old your sister is?
She's 18. She's turning 19. Yeah,
She was born in
94.
94.
Yeah.
Don't trust anybody under the age of.
My sister likes these movies though. She likes the original stuff too.
Well, you've got good parents.
So, but yeah, but I do like the puppet stuff. It is creepy.
Well, see, Tom Savini did this, and Tom Savini, like, if you want, if you know it's going to be a good movie with special effects, is when Tom Savini's name's attached to it.
Yeah.
So he created Jason at the end. This scene right here, where he
Yeah.
the mongoloid.
Yeah.
And you've seen this before?
I've seen parts of it before. I didn't see it all the way through,
See,
but
this
I
one's
knew
got-
I knew what it was.
But see, Jason's not the killer in this movie. It's got a twist ending.
Yeah.
It's a female killer.
It is a female killer.
Are you able to relate to the killer in this movie? Because you're both females.
Yeah, because I relate to every female.
Well, you should. I can't ever relate to a female main character, or at least I haven't that I know of. So you should, did you relate to the?
You've never
Not that
related?
not
Really?
that I could think of at the moment.
Yeah, I've related to a male character, not maybe completely, but I can't tell you right off the
Yeah.
top of my head what it
So
would be.
if I have, I can't think of it right now.
Okay.
But I doubt it. Kevin Bacon's in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
He gets killed.
Yep.
This was like his second movie.
It's just like Johnny Depp started off getting eaten by a bed.
We'll get to that. Do you want to watch the other ones of this?
How many are there?
There's 11 and then a remake.
11.
So there's
Friday
this one, and then goes all the way up to 10. 11 is Freddy versus Jason, and then the remake is number 12.
Okay. Gotcha.
Greg's got the remake. Jared Padalecki's in the remake.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Do you have it?
Greg's got it.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Yeah, that one would be interesting to see.
And then Jensen Ackles that same year was in the remake of My Bloody Valentine.
I think I've seen that one.
So they were both in remakes of
I've seen
classic
that one.
80s
Sounds
horrors.
so familiar.
My Bloody Valentine. So there's a scene where a chick is naked like the entire time, where she's running away from the bad guy. Does that sound familiar? That sticks out in my mind. It was in 3D when it came out. It's got Tom Atkins in it.
Nope.
The great Tom Atkins. All right, The Thing. I guess we kind of covered it.
Yeah.
Don't really need to talk about it. That's
No,
yours,
I've
by the
talked
way.
about it a couple times.
Nightmare on Elm Street. So this wasn't the first time you'd seen it.
No, I've seen it a few times.
So you've watched this one now, and this one, and you watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you watched Halloween again.
Mm-hmm.
So
That one
out
I
of
gave to you
those,
last time, though.
what's that?
That one I gave to you last time.
No,
I was
that's
here.
yours.
The Halloween. Oh well.
You
Yeah, I
didn't
guess
give
you're
it
right. I
to
do
me.
have it at home.
So after watching those 4, which of these are your favorite?
I like Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street's your favorite out of all of them?
Yeah.
Like
I like-
quality, scary.
I like the aspect of it. I like the storyline.
Story's pretty good.
And I just like the character.
It's
I think.
original.
Yeah.
It's definitely original. This
Yeah.
is just a killer.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre's got a little. It's like a family of killers.
To me, Nightmare on Elm Street is it's more imaginative, and it's a little out there in some aspects, and I like it because it is different.
Mhm.
Yeah, I liked it.
And there's
A lot
7 of
movies.
these.
Yeah,
Not as many as
I've
Friday.
only seen the original. I've only seen that one though.
You got this one. You got number 2. Number 3 is where Wes Craven comes back and directs it again.
Yeah.
Then you got 4 and 5. 6 is Freddy's Dead. 7 is The New Nightmare, which Wes Craven also directed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's The New Nightmare is kind of like it mixes the story with the real world.
Mm-hmm.
So that girl comes back and she's playing herself in the movie,
Yeah.
but at the end of the movie she goes back into that world and becomes the girl again. Nancy? Is it Nancy?
Maybe. What is that noise?
I think I hit something that shook. One of those or something.
You getting cold? Do you see your breath? Of lights flickering.
Oh,
What are the signs?
I've been cold because
Sulfur?
I had the window open.
No.
I was like, what are you talking about? Dude, that's like... Did it get cold in here all of a sudden?
Yeah, lights start flickering.
Yeah, so Nightmare on Elm Street, so Johnny Depp dies in this.
He does.
Do you know how they made this movie? Like, some of the... Like, I guess it's not the first death, but where the couple, they're done having sex, and then she's all over the fucking ceiling.
Yeah.
They were in a room that they rotated.
That's cool. Yeah,
but,
no, I
but
didn't
the
know
camera
that.
stayed.
Yeah, but the room
Rotated.
That's cool.
And then the fucking sheet, they make it look like he hangs himself.
Yeah.
What's scary about this movie is, like, you don't want to fall asleep. There's
Yeah.
not some guy that you know is behind you that you can run away and maybe hide.
Yeah.
In this, it's like...
Supernatural does a spin-off of this.
Oh, do they do?
Mm-hmm.
There's also an episode of Buffy like this, too. The more I talk to Greg about Supernatural, it sounds like it parallels Buffy, like, perfectly.
Yeah.
Especially the way the 5th season ends, sounds exactly like the way Buffy ends the 5th season.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, there is a Nightmare on Elm Street type episode where he's killing all these kids, but it's sick kids, and she's sick and in the hospital, and,
Yeah.
and that's the only way you could see him.
Gotcha.
And he looks a lot like Freddy does.
Yeah.
But he's got like this weird demon face, and he's a weird demon guy, but the only way you can see him is when you're like sick.
Yeah.
And like she gets better at one point, and she's like, no, you've got to inject like the flu into me or whatever so I can go fucking stop this
Yeah.
guy."
Oh, okay.
Because they're ready to take her home from the hospital. She's like, no, I'm still sick, I gotta stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's cool. So this one was your favorite out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's definitely the most inventive and imaginative. All the other ones are just, they're slashers.
Yeah.
This is a slasher, but with a twist.
Yeah.
It does have a kind of like, I don't know how to end it kind of ending, because she kind of grabs him
Yeah,
and brings him into the real world.
Yeah.
I saw a picture on Facebook where it shows him coming through the doorway, and it's got the sledgehammer there, and it hits him. That's
Yeah.
in this movie, right?
Yeah.
But they put a quote from Home Alone in there. like, have you had enough? Are you ready for more?
Right,
like, hey,
yeah.
jackasses, or whatever he says.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, no. It's
like,
'cause
yeah.
she sets up a whole trap for
Yeah,
him.
she does.
She like hits
Just
him with the
like-
light bulb and everything.
Yeah.
And then it ends on this weird ending where the fucking car flips over and it's his shirt colors. What's great about the sequels to this movie is each sequel, like 4 and 5, they build upon his backstory. Do they say his backstory in here? That he's the bastard child of 1,000 maniacs?
Maybe that. I think that was said in there.
In the 4th or 5th one, they cut back and forth, I think, between flashbacks.
Oh,
So,
okay. Of his past and...
So there's the nun, who's his mother. They show her getting, like, locked up and forgotten about. Like, they forget that she's there in this insane asylum. And there's, like, 1,000 maniacs kind of walking around this room, and she's in there by herself. And you see Robert Englund as one of those maniacs.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, that must have been the one that had
Must
the
have
first
been the
crack
one.
at her.
Yeah.
I mean, she probably got raped by everyone else, obviously, after that, but he's the one.
Yeah.
And then in Freddy vs. Jason, they show where the mob comes and starts throwing the Molotov cocktails at him and
Gotcha.
shit, which is pretty cool. He's really scary in Freddy vs. Jason. That one's a lot of fun.
I haven't seen that one.
I saw that in theaters.
Did you?
But I mean, that was in like 2003, so it wasn't like
Yeah.
I was a child. So Alien we talked about. Alright, so Dog Soldiers?
That one, the werewolves in that were creepy. Again, because it's not...
Because it's practical effects.
Yeah. And they're just... Yeah, they're just creepy looking. Like, they're hunched. And
They're
like,
hunched over
yeah,
and
and
shit.
like they
Have
have
you
this
seen
like
the
this
shirt
like
that I
creepy
have?
grin. Yeah, I have seen it. Yeah.
I've got like a shirt of everything. This is Creep Show.
Okay.
Did Mike come home from Airsoft last week saying that he was attacked by werewolves?
By werewolves,
Just like in
yeah,
this movie?
just like that, yeah. But yeah, those are definitely one of the creepiest werewolves I've seen. But they're all hunched over and
Super fucking tall.
Yeah.
Big ass fucking wolf
and then they have this like
heads.
creepy grin, like ooh, yeah. No, they did a good job though. Yeah.
And it's a siege movie, so it's just like them stuck in the cabin
Yeah.
with the wolves on the outside. It's good. It's
Yeah.
good. And then The Ring.
It's one of the first scary movies I'd ever seen. It was Scream and The Ring, the ones that I first saw as a kid.
This one scared the fuck out of me when I first saw it.
Yeah. Same here when I was a kid, too.
Because, like, they get killed at the beginning, and we talked about this last time that you were over, but they get killed at the beginning, and then she's investigating it, and they cut to that shot of her in the closet,
Yeah.
and her head just kind of, like, lolls forward or backward. It lolls one way, and she just got that, her eyes are all fucked up, and her mouth is all open and agape.
Yeah.
And it was probably the scariest fucking thing that I've ever seen in my life up to that point. It fucked with my head.
So as a kid, I remember thinking, like, oh my god, if I'm watching this on a TV, I'm watching this on a TV about a TV. Am I gonna get? Is it gonna come out of my TV because I'm watching it on somebody else? Like,
the phone rings.
It was like this whole this like psychological thing. I was like, well, it's on this TV, and I was like, yeah, I used to get freaked out as a kid, and like I would purposely like not watch that part, just so that I wouldn't like, because I thought that
where she's coming through the TV.
Yeah,
That's
or like watch the
fucked up
videos
part.
so that yeah.
And then when she sees him for the first time,
and then you find out like the twist at the end, and you like.
The only problem with that movie is it's a very, very weak fucking plot element of you have to copy the tape and have someone else watch it. It's such a weak plot element, but everything else in that movie makes up for that, that plot element. That's cool that you got all these in. And there's still like 2 weeks until Halloween.
I still got like half of them.
Well, what do you got here?
Because like I said, I wanted to watch the ones I've already seen.
1, 2, 3, 4,
and then
5,
I wanted to
6,
leave the other ones
7,
that I haven't seen.
8, 9, and you watched Halloween?
Yeah.
Which of these was the one that you couldn't remember that you watched last time that you were over?
Which one was it? It was The Exorcist.
It was The Exorcist?
Yeah.
That's the other one you watched?
Yeah.
So, how is it kind of watching these? Are you getting in one a day or so?
Yeah, some one a day. Some of them were like 2. Or like yeah.
Is it fucking with your head at all? Like, are you ready for something lighter to kind of...
Well, I have, because then...
You've been watching
Supernatural.
You've been watching Supernatural, which is a horror television show.
Yeah, but it's not like... It's different. It's more of a thriller than it is a horror.
No, it's a horror television show because it's about ghosts.
Yeah, but...
That's an aspect that tells me that it's about a horror show.
But it's pretty much... I mean, there's not... I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Well, the characters
it's not bloody.
are there.
The characters
I don't know about...
always...
No, it's pretty fucking bloody. I saw a couple episodes.
But it's not like... But it's not too revealing. Like, I think what I like about Supernatural is that they leave your mind to a lot of stuff. Like they...
and I mean, the characters are charming and funny. It takes you out
it's
of
a
it
little lighthearted in some ways. And
it is a horror
your main
television
characters
show.
don't die. I mean, not unless it's like, some of them die. But not...
But John dies, right?
John dies.
I was disappointed.
But I'm not going to tell you why or when.
Well, I know it's coming up. Because I was looking at IMDb and I saw that he was only in 12 episodes, and I'm like, well, that sucks.
Yeah, he's in the first season and a couple second
Do they bring
ones,
him back
and then they bring him back in a
like,
few of
flashbacks?
them. Yeah, flashbacks. But you can just see young John. Not the character is in there, but the actor isn't.
Oh, they bring in another actor to play like him, like
Younger.
before he had kids.
Yeah. But what I like about Supernatural is what a lot of other movies don't do, or like other TV shows. Like, I do a great job of, because I do flashbacks of Sam and Dean as kids too, and they do a really good job finding kids and other people that look so much like them already. Because like I've noticed that like in some movies, I like it when they really do try their best to make sure that they make them look similar. Because when they don't, it kind of throws it off a little bit. Like it's not.
Did you ever watch Dexter?
No. I know what you're talking about, but I've never seen it.
Like, because, like, the first few seasons, they would always flash back to him being trained by his father, and it was always, like, a different kid.
Yeah.
And then, like, in season 5, they stopped doing those flashbacks, and they just had the father kind of talking to him as, like, an inner voice.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they obviously
They
didn't know how to do this anymore, because they showed us everything that he taught them.
Yeah. So, but they do a good job with that. But I like who they picked to play John. When they go back and
really, he's not too bad.
Yeah, no, they did a really good job. He looks just like him. Same with their mother. Same with young Sam. Same. Well,
they don't even really show the mom, but that one split second.
They do more.
Do they bring her back, or they just have someone different for all?
Same one, same mom, Same actress. They bring her back.
So John's been doing this shit since before then. He didn't just start doing it.
You'll know more about it in the 4th season.
It's not a big deal for me to know. I mean, you could tell me, yeah, he's been doing this before.
No.
He hasn't.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Then why
he didn't do it up until his wife died.
Then why do they show him younger?
You'll have to wait and see.
Oh, just give me something without giving anything away if you don't want to tell me.
Because they show him younger because they take...
Do they time travel?
They time travel, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dean goes back in time and meets his
accidentally
parents.
falls in love with his mom.
And he's there the day that they meet each other and all that stuff. So
Cool.
back before John was the John that they knew. He's like a completely different person.
Are there werewolves in the show?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, because I just watched the vampire episode.
There are werewolves. So far, I'm in season 5, and I've only seen 2 werewolf episodes.
Well, I mean, like I just watched the vampire episode, and he's like, I thought they weren't real. And he's like, well, I thought they were all dead.
Yeah. So there is werewolves, but they're not. They don't actually turn into wolves, though. They're not what you expect.
What are they the closest to after all the stuff that you've watched?
They look more human. They're way more human.
Not even like the Lon Chaney Jr. one that looks like a bear?
No. Mm-mm.
What about the Jack Nicholson wolf before he gets all crazy
That's
wolf-like?
similar. But they didn't go, like I said, they don't go too much. They haven't gone too much into werewolves at all. But in that episode, I think they explained that they didn't let that character fully morph. So that's why it's not, that's why she was only starting off. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, yeah, it's more human-like than it is wolf at all.
Okay.
But that's when they leave, but that's the kind of stuff when I meant, like, they leave kind of your imagination to it, because they only show it from her point of view. They don't show you from, like, an angle where you see her as a wolf. You see it through her eyes. And they leave it at that.
Well, I'm going to try and rock a season every week. Because I started last week about this time. I finished this week for season 1. So.
Mm-hmm. Which one do you like so far? Which episode did you like?
I like the hillbilly one where he's like, they're just humans, and he's like, humans, ghosts I understand.
There's
humans
a couple
are
other
unpredictable.
episodes like that where it's just they think it's something supernatural, but it turns out it's just some fucking fucked up human, basically.
I mean, it essentially reminded me of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I love.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of fucking.
But they don't do, like, as the seasons go on, it's not just about ghosts or they deal with vampires, they deal with werewolves, they deal with ghouls, they deal with cupids. It's all.
Yeah. No, I figured
mean?
that it will, but like, I mean, first seasons are very difficult for shows because they want to come back. So they
they're developing, so they need to develop it. So it's slowly.
And the arcs will get more and more.
Yeah, and then like the rules get different, like what works on certain creatures, what doesn't, like.
Yeah, because they're always dumping the salt and the gasoline to set things on fire.
Yeah, they do that still, but then.
And it's like, man, I'm tired of seeing
But then
that.
they meet like stronger demons, so then certain things don't work on those demons.
Just like in Dragon Ball Z.
Whatnot. So.
Have you ever watched Dragon Ball Z?
No.
Why do you gotta make that face?
No, because I remember as a kid.
What a B.
It's so stupid.
Maybe even a C.
It was dumb.
Wow. Well, like in Dragon Ball Z, every time there's a new villain they have to fight, they constantly have to get stronger and stronger.
Oh, okay.
Then they've already gotten so strong in the previous season.
Yeah.
But they're constantly getting more and more powerful, and it's like, at what point do they become godlike?
Yeah.
Because they do these ridiculous things to become more and more powerful.
Yeah. But see, what's cool though in this, and also Supernatural, they screw up. They make mistakes. Like, and it's not like they're always continuing to get better. There's times when they just fuck up and they don't do something right. They lose. Somebody dies because they didn't do it the right way, or so they're building up, and then they have those gaps where they have a rough spot. There's a rut, and they have to figure out how to get themselves out of that.
You'll really like Buffy because people die in that show.
Yeah.
That you don't expect to die, and that you do not want to die.
Yeah.
And it's not like after 10 seasons that they die.
Gotcha.
You'll get attached to them, and then they will die.
Yeah. It's similar in Supernatural. The characters die so many fucking times. I cannot tell you how many times Dean and Sam should have died.
But didn't.
And well, they did, or or they're brought back or something like that. Their characters should have been
Well, there
dead
was
so many
the
times.
one where he shot the guy with the taser gun, and he was in the water,
And his heart
got fucked up.
And they go to that Reaper,
and the chick in that episode is in Buffy. She
Is
plays
she?
Darla. She's like a main character. She's not in very many episodes.
yeah.
But her character like dies like after like the 2 episodes or so that she's in the first season.
Yeah.
But they bring her back because she's
Oh,
an
okay.
important character.
Gotcha.
Because she's the one that turned Angel into a vampire. So they'll do like flashbacks to them in like 17th century Victorian
That's cool.
garb.
Yeah. That's the first time Dean dies. That's the first time he's supposed to die. There's plenty other times after that where you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm watching it and
they just fight death,
I'm
man.
like, I know that he can't die here,
God.
but how are they gonna do this?
Yeah.
And
It was obvious. I mean, if you know there's like 9 seasons, you're like, okay, obviously he's gonna live. So, but how is he gonna get out of this? How how do they fix this? And there's a lot of episodes like that. You're like, okay, how's this gonna end? Like, how are they gonna get themselves out of this? How do you get out of something like this? Oh, okay. That's what I like. It keeps you guessing. You're like, all right, how's this gonna work?
I'm looking forward to finishing it. It's good. I like it. Definitely. Want to end this episode? How much longer are you staying for?
I need to be out of here at 4:30. That is a
Okay.
must. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't. I'm like, yeah, I need to be out here by this time, and I hang out like Greg did for an extra half hour, and you're
However
running late.
long,
But
yeah.
I do need to get out of here at 4:30.
Well, we just knocked out 2 episodes, so let's end this one. We'll rock one more,
Okay.
and then we'll be like 1 or 2 episodes away from 50,
Dang.
and then
You've done this 50 times.
I know, but most of those, I think me and Patrick started at 11,
Okay.
so now we're suddenly at like 48.
Yeah.
So that was from
Kind of
the
been
beginning
tough.
of. So that's like 30 episodes, and so it's like once a week.
Yeah.
I mean, back in August I was doing 2 a week, and these ones that I'm going to do in November are going to be like 2 a week because I would like episode 50 to kind of be like around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So with
Gotcha.
that,
I'm Kelly Stoll.
and I'm Matt Bonta.
Go ahead. You can say it this time.
Stay classy, Reno. I forgot what it is because on Smodcast, Kevin Smith says "Have a week," and I wanted to say that.
Oh, okay.
That's not it. See you later. You know what? If it doesn't happen before,
But maybe, well, it just sucks because my Saturdays are just a no-go. They're a no-go.
I would prefer a nighttime shoot.
So we can do Saturday night. We can do Saturday night. If I'm not working, I always get it switched.
Well, don't you guys like have Thursday nights usually free?
Thursday night. So far Thursday's been my days off.
Yeah.
So
and then Mike
doesn't
work Fridays.
He doesn't work Friday. So yeah, I mean we can go for maybe next Thursday.
All right.
I'll talk to him about it and see, and then I'll know my schedule tomorrow.
Okay. I want to give you a list of what I want you to bring
Okay.
for that
day?
because I'm changing what I want
Okay.
to do.
Okay.
So it may change a couple of times because I'm just thinking of like what I want to do is semi-difficult. Like you read it, but like I want to do like a cool makeup thing, but I'm thinking of a way to change it and just kind of making it weirder. So it's it's so short and so small and two people, and my head is just thinking like, what can I do and how creative can I get with these things? A lot of green screen, and it'll help a lot with the movie that we're going to be doing soon or next year
Testing
or
it
whenever.
out and,
Because there's a character in there. I haven't told anybody this idea yet, so I'm not going to say it here because we're recording. Welcome to Sequel Podcast. I'm Matt Bonta.
I'm Kelly Stoll.
She's eating a cookie.
Mm-hmm. You want a piece?
Sure. I meant to ask you that the first time that we podcasted, just you and me. You had the same kind of cookie. Is that your favorite kind? That's my favorite kind.
White macadamia nut?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So good. I always get them at Subway when I go.
Oh, with the little, they have good ones too.
Like 3 for $1.
Mm-hmm.
3 for $1.50 actually, I think.
Do you have water? Can I steal a water bottle?
Take whatever you want. Root beer's in the door too.
Thank you.
It's not mug,
What?
but it's not A&W. It's caffeine free.
Oh, interesting. I've never seen this before.
Because Smith's doesn't have mug in the bottle. Outside of like a 6-pack or a 12-pack or like a 2-liter.
Well, I'll keep it here for the next time I come.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's the most I've ever seen in your fridge.
What, water?
Sandwiches in there.
Those are my sandwiches for the next 4 days.
This is what Matt lives off of, his sandwiches.
You know what? Like, I would love to cook myself dinner every night, but I would eat all of it by myself instead of like saving it for the next 3 nights.
Yeah.
Because I get really, I think you need to go jiggle the handle in there, Kelly. Worst episode ever. Yeah, I get anxious, and I think that food starts to taste less and less good, and starts kind of.
What makes it do that? Is it just that? It's like my.
Do not know how toilets work?
All
Alright.
The Summer's bathroom does that too. Is it just like the? Is it like filling with water?
It's not filling with water. So, the plunger lifts up. This plunger right here
Yeah.
lifts up off the hole. So when you go to flush it, like it'll like maybe catch,
Oh, okay.
and there'll still be a gap in there, so the water will keep getting in.
Yeah.
And so when the water lifts up, it raises this, so it stops flowing.
So it doesn't. Okay.
So there's not any water
What
coming
causes
up.
it to do that though?
It'll just go, like, maybe the chain will catch on, like, something. It's just, it just happens sometimes. Like, see this plunger right here?
Yeah. nurse, the one in the guest bathroom, does that all the time. I don't know.
It does it all the time?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there are different...
Like, sometimes, like, Mike will go in there and mess with it and it'll stop. But that one's, it's a really loud toilet. Like, continues to make that noise.
I'm hoping Mike knows how that works, what I just showed you, too,
I'm
right?
pretty sure he does.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does.
Well, there are different kinds of devices that they make. So there are ones without that big, huge black plunger ball.
Yeah, the one that floats.
There are ones that are just a self-contained unit that where the big thing that lifts up is just on it.
Okay.
So that'll lift up. And I had a problem with it at the house. Like I'd have to show you, but like there's the little black tube that goes into that other hole pipe.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a problem with that, and I think it was like either it was pushed too far down and needed to have some what do they call it when you got a bunch of rope and you give someone, it needed more slack.
Okay.
And like I bought a whole new thing to install into it and then I realized like maybe it was just pushed in all the way.
Okay.
But now you know why that works.
Okay.
Now you know.
Now
Kelly
you know
now
what to
knows
look
how
for.
toilets work.
Yay!
Learning is fun. So, yeah, bunch of water in the fridge. I'd eat all my food if I made any. So I just make something, or so I just buy food that I can just kind of quick. You know, it's pretty much already prepared. Sandwiches are my favorite food anyways.
Yeah.
So I'll cut it in half.
Have you considered getting a car at all? Or are you okay still with just...
I'm okay with still.
Just
with
okay
just
with...
yeah. Although I am having issues now with not wanting to go like to the movies, and I think it's only because of the weather.
Yeah.
Because it's cold out there. Like in the summer, I was always going by myself, no problem.
Yeah. It was nice enough, and
I would. So now I'm just kind of like, supernatural, video games, movies. So that's what I do instead, which sucks because
now you got good TV shows to watch. So
I do, but there's a lot of good movies coming out. I missed Machete Kills. I missed Gravity. I missed Don John. I missed Prisoners. I wanted to watch all of those.
those are still up. They're still on.
They're still, yeah, but like more and more movies. I mean, that's $50 right there of movies, and there's only so much time in the day, and then I gotta get home afterwards, and it's not a 15-minute drive. It's an hour wait for the bus, and then an hour to get back home. And you know, and Carrie's coming out tomorrow, and next week I think is The Counselor, which I will go and see when I'm in Denver. I'm definitely going to the Draft House in Denver. And I'll probably go and see a couple movies. I'm gonna go see Freebirds. Have you seen the trailer for Freebirds? It's the Thanksgiving animated movie about the turkeys.
Oh, ugh, that looks dumb.
It was written by Kelly Scott Mosier, and he also
Who
produced
did?
it. Scott Mosier produced all of Kevin Smith's movies,
Oh, okay.
and who was also the other half of Smodcast with Kevin Smith, one of my favorite podcasts. Scott Mosier, Uber producer Scott
Okay,
Mosier.
all right. Shit. Okay.
Little quote from Streamy's Payment. Have you watched it again?
I have watched it again.
Still the same movie?
Yeah, still the same movie. Stuff I was able to pay more attention to. I even watched the commentary. And I was sitting there listening to it. I'm like, God damn it! I should have been there. I should have been there to record this too.
It would have been nice to have what I really wanted.
Because it's funny listening to you guys say stuff, and I'm like, it's this, guys. Damn it! You can't hear me. It's this. I wanted
I don't know what
to add
Kelly
something.
was thinking right here.
Yeah, and I just wanted to there's things that there's one point you said something. You guys are talking about me, and you're like, yeah, so that's how it is, Kelly. And I'm like, I just started laughing. I can't remember what it was.
What I wanted was me, Patrick, and Greg, and then I wanted one with all of you guys.
Yeah.
So all the actors, and then one with just the 3 producers. Didn't work out that way.
I know.
And it only didn't work out that way. I mean, at the time because we were editing the movie up until
yeah.
And then by that point, Patrick was gone the next day, and people had moved on. So.
Yeah. I had talked to Ty and Meredith though. I saw them on Tuesday. They came in Reno, Great Basin, when I was working in they're like, hey, so we finally watched Street Meets Pavement yesterday. I was like, really? It's been a long, it's like that long? They're like, yeah. They're just able to, and they're like, yeah, we're sorry we missed the premiere, and I guess, like, they were just, a lot of stuff was going on between them, and, like...
Well, Greg said he thought that Ty might have shown up late and felt that he would have just missed his part and didn't bother coming in halfway through.
No, because, I don't know, what they said is that it was a drama month, is what they said. There was too much going on, like, family-wise, and then, like, they both had plays they had to do that night, and, like, they said they wanted to, but they was just, she's like, even Meredith, she could tell that she was, like, kind of upset about it. She's like, I'm sorry, like, there was just way too much shit going on.
They're both in that movie.
So, but they said they liked it, so we didn't get too much into it, because I couldn't stay at the table very long, I had to go work, but they said they liked it, and they watched it finally, like, 2 months later, but, they watched it, so, yeah.
Did you give any more copies away?
I finally came on this summer, went and threw it on her bed.
You mentioned that on the last podcast.
Did I?
Yes. Reruns already.
No, not yet. But I haven't really hung out with I could have given one to Christy yesterday and I totally forgot. Yeah. No, I have friends that want him. I just keep forgetting to give them to them. I have them at home, though. They're sitting
and
there.
Mike has given away any to the guys?
I think he has. He's
Okay.
given some to his airsoft friends. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has.
Okay, so back to business. What are we talking about here?
I don't know.
I was going to talk about, what is this black from? Do I have black on my face?
No, but it's all over your hands. I noticed that earlier.
It's right here. Well, that
It's a marker.
I keep notes for myself when I'm at work.
Okay.
So Zelda, I needed to upload something. I needed to put my clothes in the dryer. I needed to, I wanted to air my bike up, and I wanted to put the podcast up online yesterday. But this is something different. I wonder if this came from the toilet.
No, it was on your hand before.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. But I beat Greg at HeroClix today.
After he kicked your ass last week, right?
He didn't kick my ass last week. He won last week.
Oh, sorry, he won.
And this week I
No.
kicked his ass. Although, I fucking stomped him the first half of that game. I'm like, you're going down, dude. This game's over with. And then he came back. So he almost won.
He almost won.
Well, he almost got closer to not losing as bad.
Okay.
I could go into details about it, but you would your eyes would glaze
I would
over.
have no idea what you're talking about, yeah.
So, okay, I was talking to you before we started about when me and a bunch of people went and saw Land of the Dead.
Yeah.
Do you know this story?
No.
Just the picture
Maybe
that you saw?
maybe I've heard it, but you can tell me again.
So Land of the Dead was premiering that night.
Yeah.
So a bunch of us got together at my place.
Can I see the picture? Do you have a picture?
I don't think there are any on here. I've got... I don't know where they're at the moment. I'd have to dig through photos to find them.
You have one posted on Facebook.
Yeah,
don't
I think those are it. But those are from... Melissa fucking updated those.
Oh, okay.
Years ago.
Okay.
And put those on.
Yeah. That's creepy.
I thought it was pretty interesting, so I put that up there. But yeah, we all got together, and hold on a second. Right here, Promo 3, it says. Right here. So, let me go with this picture. So this picture. So there's me. I'm the lead zombie.
Yeah.
There's Molly, TJ, Kyle Johnson, Tyler Stillman, Eric Stillman, Ty, and we all were zombies. Patrick, Eric, and Melissa were also there, but they didn't do any zombie things.
Oh, okay.
And then Mike was like, "Oh, I'll be the military guy."
I'll be the
Holy
guy that
shit.
gets...
You okay?
Yeah.
So we all got together at my place and we did makeup. I did my own makeup. I might have done Stillman's makeup, and I'm not sure who else's makeup I did.
Okay.
And then, so we're there. Mike brought a shotgun, a fake toy shotgun, and the people there, the movie theater people, like the security guard,
Yeah.
got all uptight about it and told him he couldn't bring it into the movie theater. I think.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it makes sense now.
Yeah, that's good.
But it was just a plastic toy. It had the orange thing on the end of it. I think they made it. I'm not sure if they made him take it right when they saw it, take it back to his car right when they saw it, because he's got it right here. So they might have seen him with it and told him to like take it back to his car. Look how fucking young he looks.
I know, he's such a baby.
Or they just said, get rid of that before you come in.
Yeah.
I just remember them getting all uptight, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's so stupid. It's just a toy gun."
But now it's like,
now
okay.
people are bringing actual guns and shooting people in movie theaters.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What year was this?
05. We all went fucking. So I did my makeup with the Flesh Latex, which is what I'll do when you guys come over for the zombie crawl. I'll do some cool Flesh Latex stuff. You can have skin hanging off or whatever.
Okay. Be fun.
We'll figure something out, Kelly. What about this picture? This awesome picture. This is something you got to look forward to.
What's that from?
That's from Hellraiser.
Okay. That's interesting.
This is like the end of the movie. Spoiler alert.
Oh, well.
Jesus.
I know I keep bringing up Supernatural, but there's something similar like that in Supernatural too.
Really?
Yeah.
They probably just ripped off fucking
They probably did.
Hellraiser. Look at all these fucking photos here.
What's this all from? Oh, is this Dutch?
Yeah, this is Dutch. This is that picture.
Get my...
We just watched this shit. I don't know. This face Melissa's making here is all fucking like... She probably didn't...
Was Dakota actually just wearing just a towel? Or was he had underwear underneath and stuff? Do you remember?
I don't know. I'm hoping he had underwear on. Maybe.
He probably did. What is it with you and having Dakota and his like pants always off?
What? Don't look at me.
Huh?
I don't always have name all the time Dakota has his pants off.
Well, like in
in
Street Meets Pavement, his pants are off.
I could explain Street Meets Pavement. So Patrick wrote a movie where cheese blows boop. So I was like, okay, we didn't get to make that movie, so let's reference that back into this one.
Oh, okay.
So that's why that's happening. Can you name another one?
His pants are down in Patriot Zombie too, aren't they?
Okay, in Patriot Zombie, he's got swimming trunks on. Now, Melissa wrote that movie. I did not write that one.
Okay, well, what is it with all you guys and wanting Dakota's pants down?
He's always willing to go for it. They put on a AJ's sister's thong for Patriot Zombie, so he's got a thong on in Patriot Zombie. Dakota is.
You guys just like seeing him naked.
No, Dakota is the guy that is up for anything. And you gotta remember, Dakota also was not the first person to play that part.
That's true. That's true.
This douchebag was. Where is he?
It's right there.
Where?
Yeah, go down. To your far right. Up.
Right there.
There you go.
That douchebag was supposed to fucking play him. So it wouldn't have been Dakota originally. Just those two? Yeah, it's just those two.
So is Melissa taking all those pictures in these? She's the one that took all these pictures.
That'd have been me. Dude, look, there's Melissa. There's Melissa.
Okay, fine.
There's
Sorry,
Melissa.
you were taking. How come you weren't taking this many pictures for Street Meets Pavement? Or is it just for this nice camera?
I think I had the camera a couple of times, but like I was either in the scene or I was either directing the scene. So all the pictures that I did
Well,
take
you should have given
was
it to
when
me and I would have
wasn't.
taken pictures. I tried to take pictures.
You did take
as much as I
pictures,
could,
so
yeah.
there shouldn't be any complaints. We have pictures from
This is
almost
just like-
every single
Some of them
day.
are blurry, though, is the problem.
And here or on Street Meets
No,
Pavement?
on Street Meets Pavement.
Well, blurry happens. I mean, look how many of these are blurry. That's all blurry. I mean, look at this shit. There's the original Steadicam that Greg made. And the lighting. No, that's the camera. But yeah, so what were we talking about? Land of the Dead. So that was our Land of the Dead experience. Oh, I made this right here. Whoever wins, we lose. Obama versus Romney, and that was the Alien versus Predator poster.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever wins, we lose. Because both of these guys suck dick.
Yeah.
So whatever. This is my nephew.
Aww.
May 20th last year. See that? That's a child.
Now he's in Street Meets Pavement.
He is in Street Meets Pavement. And then this, Nightbreed. Of course. The greatest movie ever made, right? Right?
Right.
Awesome. Oh yeah, here's Greg because he's not wearing dress shoes. He's got some weird sneakers on.
I like the red lighting you guys used in that. That's cool.
The shitty thing about this is we have the black light right here and the red light, but the black light's not powerful enough. And we put the blue light over here.
Oh,
and
okay.
look, see, we were in the process of moving.
Yeah.
But you can't use the microphone with black light, as you know from shooting the bar scene. Or no,
Why?
you weren't there for the first bar scene. You get feedback. You get a hum.
Oh,
like it did with
okay.
the slot machine.
Yeah.
And Greg had to put his hand on it.
Yeah.
Black light puts a hum in the shotgun mic. So this scene was shot without the microphone, while the rest of the movie was shot with the microphone.
Oh, okay.
Little Dutch trivia for you.
Gotcha.
There's me. Not taking the picture. I think that's Jess. JC, if you will. She hates it when I call her that. Or maybe that was Olivia. That had to have been Olivia. Who's taking these pictures?
Is Dakota? He's the only one not in the picture.
Probably. This was when the shit hit the fan and we didn't know where Patrick was, and we were taking like character photos of everybody.
Okay.
And Patrick disappeared, and it's like, oh well, there's a podcast on it, in fact.
Patrick disappeared like he just didn't get a hold of you guys or something? Like,
Talking to him Friday night. Alright. And he's like, okay, I'm going to Savers or Walmart or whatever and pick up some costume stuff. It's a new suit. And then it's like, because we're filming tomorrow, the Saturday.
yeah.
And then, or no, I think we were going to film that night.
Okay.
And then I didn't hear from him. And then I didn't hear from him, I don't know how long.
Did you try texting him and calling him? He just didn't get back to you?
He just dropped off the face of the earth. And we started making the movie without him. I rewrote it and everything, so don't know what happened to him. I still don't know what happened to him.
I was gonna say, did he ever explain to you?
Yeah, to this day. I mean, he was just like, you know, he's just like, some shit happened, you know. I think he said, he's like, I'm not on drugs again or anything like that. He was just like, you know, I just have some shit that I had to deal with. And like, that was a falling out that we had. And I didn't talk to him again until like the winter, and I got him a job again over at JCPenney's.
Oh, okay.
Which he quit when we went on vacation to Disneyland.
Why?
Well, because the thing is, at JCPenney's, they hire on temps.
Okay.
And if there's only like 6 hours worth of work, like our main job,
Yeah.
they'll say pick and go. So you do that 6 hours and then you gotta leave. So you're not guaranteed in 8 hours. You know, whereas like me and the other
You are.
permanents, we can stay and do other things. So Patrick wasn't getting a full.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And so he's like, you know, I thought I had another job lined up, and then I didn't. So,
so he
quit without having another job that he thought he had.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I didn't talk to him like that entire summer, and you know, we didn't make the movie together or anything. So that's that story. What else, Kelly? What else is going on? Nada?
No, not really. I mean, other than work and moving and Supernatural. Pretty much my life right now.
Supernatural. I've been trying to play Batman Arkham Asylum, but Supernatural's kind of taking up a lot of that.
Yeah, I kind of get stuck. It's getting to the point where I'm like dreaming about it too. Like, it's bad.
When we first sat down to watch Buffy, and I hadn't seen it before, it sucked so much when I watched that last season and it was over with. Because like the further along that we got in the seasons, the more episodes I tried to fit in a day. And then like it was over with, and it's like, oh man, I feel like killing myself now.
Yeah, like what am I gonna do? Yeah, because you get really attached.
You get attached to the characters, and suddenly they're gone.
And it's over. And I haven't, like, I really like Doctor Who a lot. Like that was kind of the last one that did this to me. But like with Doctor Who, I could be like, okay, I'll take a break. Like I'll go a couple days without watching it.
Well, there's also like current seasons of that.
Yeah,
show.
exactly. Well, there's a Supernatural too, but like it's Supernatural. It's like I don't want to take a break. I want to watch it now. Like I look forward to I want to go home just so I can watch it.
Yeah,
you know.
Well,
like,
How I Met Your Mother. I watched
that.
I bought that season on Amazon so that I didn't have to wait for it to show on Netflix.
Yeah.
I spent like $40 on that too.
Jeez.
But now they're free on Netflix, but it's okay.
Yeah, and it's like got to the point too where it's like I won't watch anything else. Like I have other things that I could probably watch in between, but I'm like, nope, need to finish this first, then I'll watch the other stuff. So, it's It's really good. I think I'm even getting my dad to watch it now too.
Did you start him to watch like Doctor Who? I remember you putting a post on Facebook.
Yeah. But that was just one night I went over to the house. I stayed the night with him, and I wanted to show him a couple episodes. But he's already on another TV show that he's trying to finish first.
What's he watching? Breaking Bad.
I think it's Breaking Bad.
Really? I still want to watch that shit.
What else? It's some other TV show, but he's trying to watch
Mad
that first,
Men,
and then
The Shield.
no. But then he's like, there's a lot of Doctor Who, so he's all, I think I'm gonna watch Supernatural first.
Have you gone back and watched the old Doctor Who episodes?
No, not
'Cause
yet.
they're
I do
on
want
Netflix.
to. I know they are, but that is on my to-do list also. But I'm glad. I like having, like, I want to watch Smallville. I want to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer now. But it's nice having like this list of stuff I want to watch now, because I hate those times where it's like nothing new is on Netflix and you're done watching your TV show and you're like, what am I gonna do now? Like, what other show can I get attached to
Everything's
now?
new all of a sudden. There's something else I saw that was new too on there. I forget what, but they've got new episodes of something else. Oh, Arrow's on there now.
What's Arrow?
Arrow is the Green Arrow. It's like Smallville. It's the DC comic book character Green Arrow.
Oh.
It was first season was last year, so that's on Netflix now. I'm not a big fan of the guy that plays him. He's very kind of stiff. He's a very stiff actor.
Yeah.
But I watched it through, and like they're trying to do like a real world kind of situation, Green Arrow, like they did with Batman: The Dark Knight.
Okay.
But it's weird because they're going to do a Flash spin-off, and there's no way that Flash is a real world type of character. So
Yeah.
are they just going to be like, this is the one time because we want people to get used to him?
Interesting. Huh.
You know, they put characters in there like the Huntress and Deadshot and Deathstroke. I don't want. It's not easy for me to talk to you about this in my complaints because you don't really read the comic books or anything like that. So, but like, no, they put these characters in there, and the way they kind of portray them kind of pisses me off. Like, I mean, I understand, you know, doing your own thing and seeing them as two different mediums, but there are certain things that get to you no matter how far away. Like, you try and separate the things and enjoy them as they are.
Yeah.
I mean, the more the show went on, the more I liked it, but like, there was just certain things that pissed me off about that show. And it's a very dark show. They could and Green Arrow for me, like, so Green Arrow is like this ultra liberal fucking superhero, and that's what makes him who he is they pass him off as like a liberal, so he's very like people centric and you know, very green type character, very democratic. And he's also kind of funny too. Like, have you ever watched any of the Justice League episodes with him in it? No. He's a very cool character, and Melissa, like, he's a favorite character of Melissa's, and like, I keep telling Melissa she needs to make the movie, and then they put the TV show out, and she got all fucking upset. She's like, oh, well, now there's a TV show, I can't do a movie.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, you can, because this TV show is not that cool, and they still made Superman Returns while Smallville was on. You know, it doesn't change anything, and you can make an awesome Green Arrow movie. Because Green Arrow's
Did you
awesome.
see Man of Steel? Did you like it?
I really, really liked it when I first saw it, but there are about a million things wrong with it. Same with Dark Knight Rises. I love that movie, but there are about a million things wrong with it. Have you seen it yet?
Mm-mm.
Is it out? It's not out. I
No,
just
not
bought
yet.
Pacific
I wanted
Rim.
to see it, but no, I need it. I want to when it comes out
I think it comes out
soon.
November, like the first Tuesday in November.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's just him destroying a bunch of buildings. There are a lot of problems with that movie, but I had a lot of fun with it. Melissa didn't really like it. A lot of the world didn't like it, but I thought it was a lot of fun. If you look past the bullshit.
But nobody's liked a lot of the Superman movies. Yeah.
Just the last two.
Even the ones before that. Like the old original, like the older ones, and everybody loved.
Yeah,
but
Christopher
like,
Reeve.
Yeah, but ever since
those first two movies with Christopher Reeve are amazing.
Yeah.
But Superman Returns, they felt that there wasn't enough action in it.
Yeah.
And this one, they felt that there wasn't enough plot in it and too much action. So
okay.
So everyone's got complaints if you just mix them together, and then the next one's gonna be Superman versus Batman.
But Superman, that's a hard thing to be realistic about. It's so.
Well, it's not a matter of the realism. It's a matter of just getting the writing right, knowing the character. It seems like they don't know the character enough to write them. Whoever they get to write these movies, you know, like. So if you watch the cartoons,
Yeah.
they're perfect. Cartoons are perfect. The Superman cartoon with Tim Daly and like the Batman cartoon with Kevin Conroy. They know the characters, so why not get those guys to write the movies?
Yeah.
You know, Superman is this character. Have you seen Kill Bill?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the second one, when she sees Bill and her daughter for the first time, he has that whole monologue about Clark Kent. He's like, Superman comes to Earth and he dresses up the way he sees us.
Yeah.
So he's vulnerable and he's, you know, stupid and he's like, that's how he sees us as human beings. You know, it's a really good speech. So like, Superman is this really, he's like Captain America. You've seen Captain America?
Mm-hmm.
If they would have done Superman more like Captain America, that's who Superman is. Like, you know, he doesn't have any ulterior motives.
Yeah.
He's a really nice guy, and he's trying to help everyone out that he can.
Yeah.
And that's what Superman is. He just tries to help out where he can. In the new movie, he's kind of a selfish guy. Kind of. So, like, he's like a bum for, like, the first half of the movie, just kind of wandering the earth.
Yeah.
Trying to find more about who he is. And I get that. But that's not all that Superman's about. And Smallville's really good that way until about, like, the 6th season, and then it starts dropping off.
Yeah.
But those first 5 are really good. Any other questions about Superman?
I do want to see it, though.
Comes out pretty soon.
There's a lot of movies coming out soon. I mean, DVD-wise, I want to get.
Well, that's because Christmas is coming up, so they want to knock those out.
Well, there's
so
all those
people can buy
summertime,
'em.
those, like, early summertime movies are coming out now, too.
Yeah, I just got Pacific Rim.
I haven't seen that one.
I bought all of the Guillermo del Toro movies just now.
Yeah, I bought This Is the End and Hangover 3, and those are the ones I recently got.
You mentioned that last week also.
Yeah. I know. And then...
And the Heat just came out too. I really wanted
Did it?
that.
Oh, yeah.
Only God Forgives comes out on Tuesday. I really want that one.
I'm looking forward to Monsters University. That's coming out too. I'm going to get that on DVD.
Since you didn't get to go see it.
I did get to go see it. Just not that one day.
Oh, really? You did go
Mike and I
back?
did end up going back and seeing it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just not that one day.
I just bought this awesome shirt, Kelly.
What is it?
Let's see if I can show you this shirt. So it's a Fright Rag shirt. It's a take on Cars.
Cars, yeah.
But this is Christine. This is the truck from Jeepers Creepers. That's the Death Proof truck. This is from the original Death Race. That's Frankenstein's car.
Okay.
This is from The Car. That's from Mad Max: The Road Warrior.
Yeah.
This is from Maximum Overdrive, the Stephen King movie, and then this is from Army of Darkness.
Oh, nice. Cool.
And I was gonna get the other one. I think I sent you a picture of it. Where is it at? It's on here. I've seen it. There's a bunch of cool shirts on here. So here's the Great Pumpkin.
Aww. That's
They're
funny.
all fucked. FrightRags.com is like the best ever. So I've got the Funhouse one. There's Misery.
Yeah.
I've got that one. There's My Bloody Valentine, the original. I've got this one, April Fool's Day. That was the movie premiere shirt.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Child's Play shirt. I want the Sleepaway Camp 2 shirt. I've got the Battle Royale one. I've got the Carrie one. There's a Rosemary's Baby one. I've got the Creep Show one, but I don't wear that one anymore. Here it is.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Done as actual monsters.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Is this something?
There's a Buzz Lightyear arm on the ground. That's funny. And
Is
then
there
no,
anything else?
that's a Lightning McQueen
This?
from Cars. Yeah, that's his side. What else
What's
is
this?
in
Is
there?
this like a hammer or something? Or an
No,
arm?
it's Wally's
Oh, that
arm.
is Wally's arm. That looks like it's just a basic
There's
hand.
Woody's cowboy boot in the back.
And that
There's
looks like
Nemo. He's holding Nemo above his mouth.
Oh, shit. He's got an arm in his mouth. Is that...
Whose hand is that?
That's probably just a regular
Just a regular
hand.
somebody's hand.
That looks
a
like
mask.
a domino mask.
That's in the Incredibles mask.
Okay.
This is all Pixar stuff.
I don't know what this is right here. Oh, that's a... Who's got a bow and arrow?
It's Brave.
Okay. Brave is a Pixar movie?
Mm-hmm.
And then is that a fish?
Yeah, it's a dead fish. Bow and arrow. That's cool. They
I
have
didn't-
all those like Pixar aspects. In
I
there.
didn't even notice that.
Huh.
I just saw that they were...
That's funny. He's holding Nemo.
Let's see here. There's a Freddy shirt.
Pizza.
What does that say? Crave in Diner. And there's like people's faces on there. I love it. This is my entire wardrobe, Kelly. Honestly,
I know. I can tell.
And then here's the shirt from This Is the End. That's the-
Okay, that's yeah. The one that Jay's wearing.
But see, he had the baseball tee, and they didn't have the baseball tee available until after the movie came out.
Oh, okay.
So they must have got made specially.
Yeah.
See, this is the one that I've had,
Okay.
where it's just a black T-shirt,
Yeah.
which I should have worn
That day, but you didn't know.
I wore the Thing one. There's It. Have you ever seen It?
Mm-hmm.
The Blob. This is the remake of The Blob, which is a really good movie. Graphics wise, like it's got really good special effects, practical effects. Frankenhooker. This is one of my favorites. I've got this one. Want a Date? Jersey Boy. Return of the Living Dead's good. I have the Dead Alive one, but I don't wear that one anymore either. Here's the Halloween ones. They're available now. Oh, there's another Carrie one. Kill, Destroy, or Destroyer. So this is done like Kiss.
Like Kiss, yeah.
And then I just got that one. And here's the Karate Kid. Have you seen the original Karate Kid?
Yeah, of course I have. It reminds me of fucking Barney.
Yeah, because this guy right here.
Yeah,
Like
the real Karate Kid.
The real Karate Kid.
That actually makes a cameo in the episode with Ralph Macchio.
What does Ralph Macchio say instead of legendary? He says awesome or
no, I don't remember.
outrageous. I don't know what he says either. There's a cool Vincent Price one. So this one's got all of his movies:
cool.
Pit and the Pendulum,
Yeah.
Raven, House of Wax. He's in a bunch of stuff though. That's probably House on Haunted Hill. The Tingler. He's awesome. All right, Kelly.
How
What
are
else?
things with you though?
Good. Just kind of ready to go and see Melissa in a couple weeks. So these are kind of like filler weeks for me.
Yeah, something to look forward to.
Yeah. I was telling Melissa this, that I don't really get excited about things until it's like the next day.
Doesn't feel real. Yeah.
So it's like,
That's how Mike is too. See, I'm the kind of person I know it's coming ahead of time, and I'm excited.
It's like, yeah,
But he doesn't think it's real till later either.
It's coming, but it's like I can't
What are
freak
you
out
guys?
until it's tomorrow.
What are you guys gonna do when you're down there?
So I'm gonna be there for Halloween.
Yep.
So I asked her. I was like, well, let's go to some haunted houses because they've got 1 million.
Okay.
They've got 1 million down there. So we'll go see the 13th floor. Like that picture that I fucking tagged everyone in, or I put them in the thing where it's got the guy. It's like I just did it
Oh
yesterday.
yeah.
That was a post by the 13th floor. I don't think that's something that's there. They just post horror pics, but that's a haunted house I want to go to. She mentioned going roller skating,
Roller skating.
so we might go roller skating.
Be fun.
I told her I want to go to the Alamo Draft House, check that out. So we'll probably do that Friday night.
What's playing there?
I don't know. I want to go see The Counselor. The Counselor looks like a really awesome movie. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
So we'll probably go see that Friday. But then I'll be by myself Thursday and Friday mornings until she gets off of work.
What do you think of American Hustle? Is that what it's called? You want to see that?
Hell yeah, I want to see
I wanna
that.
see that one too. That looks good. I saw Patrick posted it on Facebook, and I watched it.
That fucking guy.
I liked it.
That was the first time you saw the trailer for that?
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for the first time when I went and saw Two Guns. When me and Greg had dinner with your parents over at Great Basin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's when I saw the trailer for that for the
Gotcha.
first time. But yeah, no. I'll probably check out some of the the old haunts that I used to go to while Melissa's at work. Get some garlic knot pizza. It's like the best pizza they have over there. It's not as good as Pizza Plus, but it was the best that I found.
Okay.
And they have garlic knots, which are awesome. Mini golf. I want to go mini golfing.
They have a cool mini golf down there.
Like the same, everywhere you go, they've got like a cool little mini golf. So
Yeah.
it's just like the mini golfs they have here.
Gotcha.
Nothing special, but I'd like to go mini golfing with Melissa. That's about it.
That's about it.
That's about it.
Work.
I mean, yeah, work. Just kind of preparing for possibly working 7 days a week from the afternoon until night.
That just sounds exhausting.
I'm gonna switch my shift for a little bit. Well, I mean, it'll be awesome making like
more money, but you have time. You won't have a lot of
$25 an
time to
hour.
do stuff, though.
I don't really do anything now. Like tomorrow's my Sunday. I'm going into work tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
I almost went into work today also, but I decided no, I don't want to feel like I didn't have a weekend. Last week I didn't go into work, but the week before that I worked both Thursday and Friday.
okay.
I mean, my Saturday and Sunday are Thursday, Friday, and everyone does stuff during the day or are already at work, and I'm not. So to keep myself busy, I go into work.
Okay.
So it will be exhausting, but it'll also it'll look really good on the paycheck. Working 7 days a week.
Yeah. Is that after you get back, or is it?
It won't be until Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be after I get back. So that's all I've been doing.
Life is so exciting right now.
Life is super fucking exciting. You know what? As soon as the weather starts turning,
It just kind of goes down. a
people
little bit.
stop doing shit.
Yeah.
You step outside and you're like,
Well, we were so busy so much during the summer. We were doing a lot, and I just
my fella
broke it.
Did you break it? If it's still got the handle,
It does.
okay.
So I say like, oh my god, I hope I didn't break that.
Oh, that wouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, no, we were super busy during the
We
summer.
were filming at least twice a week.
Yeah. 8+ hour days.
Yeah,
That card game.
I
night.
miss it.
Oh yeah, the script is
I
done.
miss doing something. It's done.
It's done.
Cool. So
I mean, you read a good amount of it already.
well, I want to read all of it. So when it's ready, I want it.
Definitely. Well, I need to type it.
Yeah, I know you need to go through it and then make changes, right, and then give it back to her, and then well, I'll wait patiently.
Well, I already know that there's a scene that I feel that should be added in there.
Okay.
Because I really like. So what you read the party scene.
Yeah.
And then you read the origin story scene where they're sitting around the campfire.
Yeah.
I feel that there should be another scene around there where something else happens to them before it gets to the end. Because from that point on, it almost pretty much shoots straight to the end. They got one little incident, and then it gets to the end of the movie.
Okay.
So I feel it needs to be bulked up a little bit there.
Gotcha.
And we do need to fix a couple of continuity gaffes. Because when Melissa wrote the end of the movie, she just kind of wanted to get it written and have it. So that needs to be touched up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Because there are a lot of complicated things in this movie that we need to make sure are done right so it doesn't confuse people and they don't feel that they were gypped or that they're confused and didn't understand it.
Yeah.
Because there are things about Serena's payment that people don't understand.
Like what? Oh, because of the references to other movies or something?
No, they're like, oh, why are we in Afghanistan now? Or, who did what to who and why? I don't get it. I didn't get a lot of that. I think people got it. I think people kind of just were able to fill in the gaps. They're like, okay, she's the bad guy. Who cares why? She's just been the bad guy.
Yeah.
She's obviously got issues. Yeah. What a way to end the last podcast.
I know, it's all lame. Sorry, I'm looking at, because I was thinking back to this episode
of Supernatural.
There was Paris Hilton shows up in one of them.
This is the Supernatural cast. Is what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
We've
about.
been
Sorry, I
talking
don't
about
mean to keep
all
bringing it
3
up. I
episodes.
feel like
It's topical
I'm
right now
talking about
because
right now.
you're watching it. I'm watching it. Greg is watching it. It's a good show.
But I was thinking about back to movie references that they have. Well, there's an episode where I've watched recently that Paris Hilton's in it. And,
there's a movie reference there?
Yeah, because she's a wax doll.
Oh, really?
And, well, she was a wax doll. And she turned out to be this monster. And there's a reference.
So she's not playing herself?
She is playing... Well, it kind of. She's like...
She's making fun of
It's
herself?
a monster that finds this house of wax, basically. And... wax
Oh, she
museum.
was in House of Wax.
Exactly.
The remake.
So yeah, exactly. With Jared Padalecki.
No, he's not in that.
He is in that.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
We'll see about this, Kelly.
And so there's a reference where he's like, she's got Dean up against a tree, and he's like, well, I never saw the House of Wax. Like, he was like being a dick, and then he looks over at Sam, and Sam kind of looks at him like, looks down like this, because Jared Padalecki's in it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he did that it came out the year that Supernatural
2005.
started. So that's why I was looking up. I was like, so I want to make sure he was in it.
He's not the bad guy, though.
No. He's just one of the characters.
Oh, God, he didn't get started until 99. It was Young MacGyver. He played the Young MacGyver? What the
In
fuck?
a TV movie?
That's fucking weird.
What?
Oh, his nephew. He plays his nephew.
Oh, well, he started with Gilmore Girls. He said she's so young in it, too.
Well, look, he's in a couple of things. Where's Gilmore Girls
It's
at?
up. Right there.
So 2000. He was in
Yeah.
it in 2000. So yeah, I guess he did kind of get started there.
Mm-hmm. You just
Well,
see pictures
Chad
of
Michael
him
Murray
from there.
is in
And
House of Wax.
Chad Michael Murray is in Gilmore Girls,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
He plays Wade. So he must be like, is he just like one of the friends?
He's in a lot of, like, horror films, isn't he? Cry
He's-
Wolf, House of Wax,
Oh, is he in Cry
Friday
Wolf
the
too?
13th.
I've never seen Cry Wolf. So is he just like one of the friends that gets killed?
He must be.
In Friday the 13th, he's the hero. It's one of the few instances where it's not like a Survivor Girl situation. Wade, there are lines here. What the hell? Sees broken fan belt. I just bought this fan belt. It's brand new, thrown on the ground. Someone has got to be fucking with me. Genius writing, Kelly. Genius. Why that didn't win like an
Hey,
Oscar?
Go look at the pictures from Gilmore Girls. Let's see how young he is. And his haircut is goofy, too. Pretty funny.
There are no pictures here.
What?
There are no pictures here.
There should be pictures there.
Well, here, I'll just click on Gilmore Girls.
Probably pictures of Dean in there somewhere.
48 photos. That's not very many.
No, it's not. How do they not have any of him? Go down lower.
That's what,
What
she
the
said.
F? Okay, go to Google. That's stupid. Stupid.
Fucking DVD seasons. What time did you say you had to leave? 4:30?
4:30.
Okay.
It's like an hour.
Jared Padalecki, Gilmore Girls.
Oh,
he looks like
Look
a
at his
little
haircut.
kid.
He is. He's so skinny.
Wow. Just a
That one right
child.
there. Go to that one. With the dress. With her in the dress with Alexis Bledel.
This one?
Right there. No.
This one?
That one, yeah.
Sin
Look how
City's
young.
Alexis Bledel.
Oh my gosh, so funny. Look at his haircut. It's like a bowl cut haircut.
It
That
kind
one,
of
too.
it's parted down the middle. Which one?
So 90s. The other one. The one next to it with the apron on. There you go.
Did he work at like? The
He worked at a
Rose
grocery
Market?
store. Yeah.
He's like. "Nah, nah, 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 nah." Well, that's what I didn't get to finish talking about this. So I noticed that. So like Dean is like the alpha male in the show
Yeah.
until John shows up, and then suddenly John's the alpha male, and Dean almost becomes like subservient. That's not the right word, but
Well, they
and
make...
then suddenly Sam becomes like standing up towards John, while Dean is kind of like, and
he's
the roles
middle.
switch.
Yeah, well...
I thought that was an interesting dynamic.
The more you get
I'm not
into
questioning
the
it
more
or
you get into the
anything.
seasons, the more that's very prominent, and that is actually part of a plot. It's actually a huge, because
Well, like you said, they
it's a
talk about them
metaphor.
as kids
It's
and
well,
everything.
John is basically God. Dean is the warrior. He's the good soldier. He's the one that listens to the father, and then Sam is that question. He's always questioning shit. He's the skeptic, which is Lucifer.
Okay, interesting.
And that they'll get
Interesting.
into that more. You'll see when you get into season 4, you're going to be like, oh, but that's important. So keep track with that because it's supposed to be that way.
I'll do my best to keep track of it, Kelly.
Yeah.
Well, let's finish this episode on something awesome. Let's talk about something awesome, something funny, something cool. Let's end it on a big note.
Like?
I don't know. Help me out here. Yeah. We kind of exhausted ourselves on those first 2 episodes that we just did. So this 3rd episode that we're doing. Really, these are just to get to 50. These are filler episodes.
We're just wringing
to
it
get
out.
to 50. Let me look around the room. Nothing. Did you ever see Two Evil Eyes? Greatest movie ever made.
No.
Did you watch any of those Sunny episodes?
No, not yet. Nope. I'm stuck on Supernatural. I can't watch Sunny yet. I'm getting there.
This doesn't go here.
You put it there.
It goes here. Tropic Thunder, greatest movie ever.
I thought it was so stupid the first time I saw that.
Warm Bodies, greatest movie ever.
Got that one.
Water for Elephants, greatest movie ever. This movie's about vampires. Water for Vampires is what they should have called it.
What? It's not vampires.
Because this guy, no, look, check it out. So this guy right here,
Robert
he's
Pattinson.
a vampire, and he's in love with this girl who is not a vampire. And
So this is a prequel to Twilight.
this is a standalone movie. So what happens is she works at this circus, and he's like, no. She's changing circuses, and so she's the new girl at the circus. And he sees this elephant.
Oh my gosh.
This elephant's about ready to trample her, and he like throws his arm out, and he puts a
goodness.
dent into the elephant's head. And he's like, "Be careful, because I love you." But he says it with a look. He just throws her a look.
Have you seen the Twilight movies?
I've seen this one.
You
Water
see-
for Elephants.
You see Water for Elephants. You
But
know,
see,
you're
she's
going to
got
have to
this-
suck it up and watch the movies, I hope you know.
One day when I run out of all the other
You got-
movies that I've seen.
They're not that bad.
And this guy right here, he's also in love with her, but he's like a werewolf. Christoph Waltz. Academy Award winning Christoph Waltz plays a werewolf, and he's always got his shirt off in this movie.
He
But
sure
he's
acts
got
like a
long-
werewolf in
he's-
this movie.
he's got-
He has some angry issues in
He's
this
got
movie.
long hair in this movie, unlike the sequels
And there's
to
that
this.
scene where he like takes his shirt off and you can see his abs and stuff.
I don't know about that. I don't remember that scene. I just remember him fucking getting all sparkly in that movie. It happens.
The werewolves aren't sparkly.
I was
Vampires
talking
are
about the
sparkly.
other guy, the guy that worked at the circus already. What else did we...
That was a wonderful outtake of Water for Elephants.
That's exactly what it's about. How about this one? Have you seen this one?
I have seen that
This
one.
means war,
Of course
so-
I've seen it, because Tom Hardy's in it. And
This-
so is Chris Pine.
This guy right here, he's a captain of his own ship. And this dude comes in and he's like, "I'm taking over this ship now." And she's all like, "I used to work at a circus."
Only in this one, she does go for Captain Kirk and not...
Well, yeah, she doesn't go for this guy because he's mean to the elephants and he beats her.
Okay, now you're just getting your movies mixed
No. She's like...
Oh, because Reese Witherspoon's in this one too. Okay. Gotcha. Now I get it now.
she's...
You're mixing up your movies.
No! He's like, "Damn it, Spock." And he's like, "My name is Bane. Nobody cared about me until I put on the mask." And she was like, "Get me on that elephant."
Have you seen Just Like Heaven?
I have not seen Just Like Heaven.
I need to grab it. You like romantic comedies now, so I'll have to get that one for you. It's a good one.
I like movies, Kelly. If it's a good movie, I like movies. But I'm a big fan of Mark Ruffalo. John Heater's in that movie.
Yes, he is. Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, here we go.
Can I borrow that?
What, Water for Elephants?
No, up. The one in your hand.
Up. So this movie's like none other movie than you've ever seen before.
It's sad.
This house is haunted. And so they have to get rid of the house. So they put all these balloons on it to get rid of the house.
Okay, see now. So that's Dean, that's Sam, and that's John. Or Bobby. Bobby.
Who's Bobby?
You haven't met Bobby yet?
No.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
Oh. And you said that was Sam?
Yeah, Sam's the dog.
So Sam gets confused a lot and he gets distracted by things.
Squirrel!
You don't own this movie?
No, I don't. I don't know why I don't, but I don't.
Alright, we'll do one more movie.
Yay!
Is someone calling you?
Yeah, Sam's calling me. But what else is new?
I don't know. What else is new, Kelly?
It's just heavy. There's a lot. Is there 3 discs?
4 discs?
Hmm.
Four. What have you seen, Kelly?
Oh, I love it. They played the music. They played this music, like the music for Up at Disneyland when you're walking around Main Street.
Do they really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what the music is like. God damn it.
We're lame.
Who's lame?
We are.
I
Can't even think of
know.
anything to end this.
I know, it's terrible. But we'll end it on this movie. So this guy right here. Alright, so we won't say what the name of this movie is. Maybe people can guess.
Let's see if people can get it.
Alright, so this guy, he's holding the gun, right? Because he's going to shoot this younger kid who's trying to date his daughter, but really he is. And then they're like, we hate each other! And they separate. They split ways. And he's like, you need me to blow up the meteorite that's coming towards Earth?
Oh my gosh.
And this kid right here is like...
Took me a second to get where you were going with this. Okay, and I know where you're talking about now, though.
So this kid worked in Gotham City
Yep.
as a cop,
Yep.
but he was an orphan.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows the secret behind the meteorite that's coming to Earth because he saw the look in this guy's face when he came and saw him. It's like, St. Swithin's is where I used to live, and I got this blunderbuss, and I shoot meteorites with it until it's
Guess
no
which
more.
movie this is, guys?
And on the back we've got this guy. He's dumb.
Stupid. He's really dumb.
He's really super
Yeah,
dumb.
he's dumb.
And this guy right here, he's in a couple of movies also. His name is Garrett Dillahunt.
Nope. Don't know who that is.
Does that show Raising Hope?
Nope.
He's in he's in Winter's Bone.
Nope.
He is in The Road. For a
in it once.
second, he's in The Road. He's got a famous line. He's like, that boy looks hungry. Why don't y'all get in the truck? that's all he has
That's
in
the
that
only
movie.
line he has?
That's all he says in that movie. But anyways, back to the plot. So this guy starts singing I'm leaving on a jet plane to this guy's daughter, who also happens to be in love with the Wolfman. And also in love with Jim from The Office. Because they love each other.
And Jason Segel, right?
No, she doesn't love him for like 5 years or something.
That's sad.
But she loves this guy that's singing to her about animal crackers.
With animal crackers.
With animal crackers. And twist ending, this guy gets trapped in a building because he took his shoes off. Because this guy on a plane told him that it helps with jet lag. And he steps on glass.
Steps on
and shit.
glass, yeah.
And then he pushes this kid out the window. And he's like, I hope you're prepared to die hard, you fucker.
Yippee-ki-yay.
And you're gonna loop around a million times.
It's Looper. If you didn't get it, it's Looper.
Loper.
It's Looper.
Loper.
Looper.
With that,
That's actually kind of interesting. I wonder if anybody got that reference. Any of those references.
anyone, so if anyone listens to this, leave us in comments about what movies I talked about.
Even though I gave it away.
Give away what the actual movie was, but what were the other movies?
Movies.
There were like 5 in there. It wasn't as good as the Water for Elephants one.
Still. Yeah,
And
what? Armageddon, Die Hard, Dumb and Dumber. You didn't have any references
Dark
to
Knight.
Joseph.
Dark
Oh, I
Knight
guess you
Rises.
did. You did say that, yeah.
I could say that he rides a bike. And he's an alien. He's an alien! Twist ending, he's an alien.
When is he an alien?
Third Rock from the Sun.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
The TV show.
Mm-mm.
Too young. You probably weren't even born when that show
The first
started.
time I ever saw him.
Oh my god.
The first time I ever saw him was in Angels in the Outfield when he was a kid. And then the next time I saw him was 10 Things I Hate About You. And then that 70s show where he plays Buddy. He's the gay friend and he falls in love with Eric.
He's in
Eric
Brick.
Foreman.
Have you seen
Seen
Brick?
Brick. Mm-hmm.
Brick is an awesome movie.
One of my dad's favorite movies.
I'll talk to you later, Kelly.
All right.
Have fun. Stay classy right now. This is Kelly. I'm Matt. Laters.